We're live. Oh my God, we're live on the show. We
Hey.
were talking about Emmett Johnson. He's a human being that plays football, and we've invested money in him.
Yeah.
So appreciate everyone hanging out. Thank you, everyone. This is not going to be a ceremonious intro. We have made it at last. So shout out to everyone who hung out in chat and is here with us, as Updog said. Very sus. Let's check in with the paying customers. Late is unacceptable. Absolutely. Absolutely. Should not be a thing in the future. Belt is coming. I sure hope not. I'm here. He went to the abyss. He's coming back. It's lonely and dark here. Please help me. Well, hopefully we can do more than help you today.
Yeah.
Eyeballs.
Yeah.
Hoohames, how are you doing?
I'm
Thanks for hanging
wonderful. Yeah. We were just kind of discussing like, is Rashard Smith on the table? Because I don't want it to happen. But
I
like, he put
yeah.
on weight. He supposedly got a little better at blocking. And we haven't heard that out of these other guys like Travion Henderson and some of the like Caleb Johnson, like completely dead. Remember when they tried the Caleb Johnson clip in rookie camp? Like he went to the rookie camp and he had that one clip and people were posting. Everybody's like, "Oh, look at how awesome he looks." The dude got tackled
Proof
3
of
times
life.
in that clip. Yeah.
Proof of
Like
life. No,
yeah.
we know how the copium goes, you know.
Yeah. It's like no. And that's what the DeMond Claiborne clip yesterday was like too.
Oh, I missed that one. What did that one entail?
Normal stuff.
Just a regular
He
clip.
he caught a swing pass. The linebacker, people said he was out of position, but like he just stopped running because he was in the lane, would have crushed him.
Right.
And the guy just continues to run down the field and he's fast. So it
And he
looked
does it fastly,
yeah.
expeditiously.
Yeah.
I love that, man. When people can't like put together the how this particular practice clip in August doesn't translate to an NFL field,
Yeah.
like a total hospital ball or something where the
Well,
safety relents.
it
It's
was
like, all
also
right, guys, we gotta,
yeah,
gotta
it was
lock
also
in.
7-on-7. Like come on.
We can and we will do better. At least I hoped, but Anyway,
Yeah.
appreciate everyone. DB says survival draft first. Yeah, we can reward the people.
It's
Hop
whatever.
on.
Where'd you get
Yeah,
your
just
ticket?
think. What's up
Where'd you get Oh, you got your free ticket for doing the 5.
for the 5 main? I almost forgot about it, and then I just started jamming them at like 11:57. Just like
Oh
got in
man.
at the nick of time. So glad it all worked out there. Yeah. Did you
Did you draft
did
any
you
good
take advantage of
teams?
that?
Yeah, I got it.
Um,
I got it.
I mean, what really is even a good team,
Everything
when you
I
think
draft,
about
buddy. Everything I
Wish I could say the same.
but
Now, I think I got
no.
some gems in there, but there's a really funny bad one. We'll pull that up. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. Let's get this up on the screen while we wait. All right. So we started off a little heavy at running back. And by a little heavy, I mean 5
Did,
running backs through 9 or 10. And then we pissed for 9
ever.
consecutive picks till the end of time. It was I think that's the longest stream I've ever had, so to speak. 9 picks, and so
Who's
we
your
went with the
anchor?
classic Lad
Yep.
and Tate. So kind of leaning into Lad having that Tyreek type breakout for the Chargers, and Tate just being like a total smash, and then trying to ping pong 17, 15 to 17
Yeah.
points at wide receiver 3 with James
So
Cook, Chase Brown, Bucky, Rico, and JCM hitting the flex.
so I see a player I don't like there, but they've been
Okay.
falling a bit, and that's Isaiah Likely.
Yeah.
And it's weird. He's starting to fall finally, like closer to where I've thought he needed to go the whole time.
Okay.
And everything on the camp is that he is going to be the wide receiver 2.
That's how I view it. And all the
So
reports are bullish, but I understand why people have some concerns with the profile. I mean, he hasn't had a
well,
smash season. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. What's
yeah,
the bear case for you on Likely?
I mean, number one, like Darnell Mooney, who's going to be the slot most likely, who is fine. And I like Malachi Fields. I know people like Fields is like already slotted into the number 2 role. They said like, which is crazy because another late round hit for me this year. It's going better so far than last year. Now, Evan Johnson might be dead, but like I'll take my hits when I can. Well, it doesn't mean that Malachi Fields is going to be good for fantasy, but he's going to be on the field. And my whole thing was always that like everybody was comparing him to all the players around him on the field at the combine, and all of those guys were tiny guys who could move around and jitter a lot.
Right.
Like, and he was never going to look good in that situation. And this is the first year they ever ran the gauntlet only once. They only ran it one way.
Interesting.
And so, they also, and this was brought up by one of the guys at the I think it was Bucky Brooks, maybe, or no, it was Jeremiah. He said, it's really weird they put the first quarterback as the left-hander. So the left-hander was throwing the first ball, and the ball comes differently. A lot of people dropped that first ball, and then when they ran the gauntlet, they were already in their head. So, like,
interesting.
So, like, many people didn't look good in the gauntlet this year because number one, they didn't get a second chance to do it. And all everybody ever cares about is that like they don't look at both gauntlets, they look at the better one. And if you only have the one chance, like there is that. No, I think you should look at both. So, and then they had the left-hander, and a lot of people never caught balls from left-handers, and the ball spins the opposite way. So
that's what Malachi Fields was dealing with.
Malachi Fields did drop that first pass, and then he kind of like lost it the whole way. And everybody talk about how bad his gauntlet was. Well, I think it's a very like debatable thing on this year's gauntlet not mattering, unlike last year's.
It's a bit of an anomaly. I wonder why they switched to that. No, I think I'm up to 6 or 7% Malachi Fields. I'm fading the Slayton thing a little bit. I think we've just seen that experiment enough, and it's a new coaching staff. They bring in their guy.
And if Fields is good, I think he eats into the Likely role. And if Fields sucks, I think Likely smashes.
That's fair. That's fair. The way I'm playing it right now is Neighbors. Neighbors is Neighbors. Don't even need to really get too deep into that. But then beyond that, I think you have a chance for it to be pretty concentrated to, maybe a Fields and a Likely where, there's more of like a sacrificial Slayton running routes. I don't know what to do with Mooney right now. His practice reports are so bipolar. One day they're great, the next they're kind of like.
I mean, that's who Darnell Mooney is. Like that is Darnell Mooney.
That's the experience.
Yeah, that is what you sign up for when you sign Darnell Mooney. And Turbo saying, to be fair, Darius Slayton is allegedly called. Like, I've clicked Darius Slayton zero times in like 1,200 drafts. So
sharp. That's a exposure I am totally fine with. By the way, we are hopped into this Survivor here, so if anyone else wants to get on in there, pop on in. It looks like we're 5 away or so, give or take.
These take a while to fill, so we have time to chat.
Yeah, we got Turbo says it's okay. You have at least 2 JSNs and 3 Lambs. Yeah, I had Jalen Naylor, and Denzel Boston is. He's more Des Bryant, if you will. No, I don't know. What are you making of? Okay, so I'll finish up on the Likely thing. My whole thing with him has always been, I know he hasn't had the production, but I really do. I believe there was never a chance for him to really overtake Andrews in Baltimore in the sense of like, I thought Andrews was just kind of so respected within that organization. He had that pedigree. It never would have been too realistic with the politics of the NFL for him to flip him. In a meritocracy sense. And then I think it does matter in the sense that Harbaugh liked him enough to make him a top 5 highest paid tight end. Now, new contracts constantly get a little overpaid, but the market's always moving up and up. It does mean something to me that Harbaugh was the one who was like, I intimately know this guy. I think he's capable of more, and I would like to feature him. Now, I don't think he's got some legendary upside thing, but it's mostly a routes and targets bet. And I think there's been some, interesting discourse on like, okay, well, is he really in line enough? Is he going to be more of like a 60% snap guy because of some blocking limitations maybe, or is he going to be more of like an 80-85% guy? And I just think they're so devoid of receiving weapons. And from what I saw from tape, just like not really tape, but just watching Ravens games over the year, I was always like way more into him than like, the opportunities he was given.
So I did some research on this PFF, and I know you're a big fan of PFF, but like Isaiah Likely actually rated better last year than Theo Johnson as a blocker.
Interesting.
And it like wasn't close. It was like he had like a 60% rate, and I like the average good tight end is like 80, right? Like at blocking, if I remember right. And Theo was like way down to like 43. Theo also dropped 7 balls, and Theo's camp is also like horrific apparently. So
yeah,
like it kind of feels like Theo might just be dead. Mm-hmm. And if that's the case, that's not good for Likely as well. That means he will have to stay in to block. Like, or they're going to have to sign somebody. I don't know who their other guy is, but maybe they're the Zach Ertz team down the road, or
I could
something like
that.
I
could see that.
You know,
I could see that.
Like, and I've never like been, and whenever I looked that up, like I got more bullish, like less. I was trying to figure out if I like the Isaiah Likely price, and when I looked that up, I'm like, well, if they do the 2 tight end sets, like they're probably gonna. Even if Likely's the better receiver, if the other guy can't block at all, like, are they going to keep him in to block? So
no, yeah, the Theo thing is
so
just,
like, and I was so in on Theo in pre-draft. He was literally my highest owned tight end when he was in the 140s because Jackson Dart loves to throw to tight ends.
Yep,
and
he gave Theo a lot of work last year. In my opinion, undeserved work. Now, I had a lot of Theo last year, but I was just like, he's just a guy getting routes, on some level. He was so cheap last year. It's a fair bet.
That's something that I misread early on. And like, I still don't like the Likely price, but I'm willing to not say it's a bad pick now. It's basically where I've landed. Like, I still think he should be close with like Brenton Strange.
Right.
And like Chig and those guys. I just think that his price has been too high this whole time, but like I'm going to have like 4%. And like, I don't see him getting like 800 yards and 7 touchdowns.
See, I think he could scam his way to that. It's like, is he in a vacuum to like deserving of more volume than Brenton? Like if you put Brenton Strange on the Giants, I'd be maybe even as, if not more pumped, but it's the mere lack of respect I have for the Darius Slayton, and I have a decent Darnell Mooney bag pre-draft, but at this point I'm not really hammering him, and it sounds like, I just don't want to ignore this drum beat. It's getting to the point where it's almost deafening.
Yeah, and I definitely have taken over, and it's really weird that all these other people are getting these drum beats and just going up so incredibly fast. And for whatever reason, he's falling. And I think it's lazy analysis. I think it's, we have to drop this guy because this guy's healthy.
And I think people are getting excited maybe on other players and just pulling them up. But like, why isn't that excitement? Yeah, what do you think?
No, I don't think that's it at all. I think it's literally just correlated with, because the times that like I've even seen Likely in my ranks, versus the time that Malik Neighbors has been expected to play early. Like, like it is very correlated.
Right. Neighbors is healthy, therefore ergo Likely must go down.
To me, like Kincaid and Goddard and Kelsey are like clearly ahead of Likely. And a lot of people don't have Goddard ahead of him, but I think those 3 are clearly ahead of Likely.
Could you break down the Goddard bet for me? And I'm an Eagles fan, but break down the Goddard over Likely for me, because I'm light on Goddard. I probably blind spot, but
I mean, it's you do one of 2 things with your team. You think that they're not worth it, or you take them at an insane clip, right? Like that's the 2 moves. You can't just be at rate with your team.
And exactly.
You just can't.
And I've decided in my mind, I'm like, This is a Dontavian Wicks or Mekhi Lemon-ass season, and less
So
of a Goddard. But
I'm a Jalen Hurts hater. Number one, I don't think he can throw that great, but when he does throw to Goddard, he's always thrown really well. They've always had a really good connection. Number one. Number two, Jalen Hurts, like the team as a whole, doesn't like the tush push, and I think that like they've said they're going to use the tush push this year again. They did it
yeah,
a lot last year, but they split off of the tush push a lot to do those gimmick plays to Goddard. And I think we're going to get Goddard at least 5 touchdowns under 2 yards.
yeah,
Like I just think that's a guaranteed bet. Like I think that's where his season starts. 12 yards, 5 touchdowns. Like I think he comes preloaded with that.
that's
And
fair.
then whatever else, like even if he misses 4 games again, because like is that like the average he misses 3 to
Yeah,
4?
he's almost never healthy. Last year felt
Yeah.
like the first year in forever.
Yeah, but I just think that if they're a good offense, he has to be involved. He's not been there since AJ Brown's been gone. Devonta Smith, he's the only big guy on the entire team now. Literally, he's their only real red zone like stylistic guy, right? Like Dontavian Wicks is a small guy who's athletic and fun, but he's not like a post up kind of guy.
You
Mekhi
know,
Lemon's not that.
low key, I think Dante. I don't think Mekhi has that.
Wicks can play that way.
I think Wicks
but
low key has a little bit of that in his bag for his size.
he does. Like I'm not saying that like Wicks can't do it, but like I'm just saying if you profile these guys based on like height, weight, like post up ability, like
Yeah,
Goddard's the only one on that team that's like one of those guys that is going to walk into the red zone, like end zone, and you're going to just see him, right?
I'm telling you, man. Once they get inside the 5 or the 10, I think we're going to get ready to learn. And everyone knows this is my guy. 38% last year. Thought he should have been the starting running back for this team. Get ready to learn Tank Bigsby, everybody, because Sean Mannion apparently loves him. He's killing it in camp. He averaged 5.8 yards per carry last year. Total hammer. The legs don't stop churning. Good size. And I think they're going to you're going to get you could get like a really crazy Tank Bigsby, like 7-8 touchdowns.
Yeah, like 650 yards, 8 touchdowns. Like that feels very reasonable for Tank this year. Like, and that's without an injury.
Right. That could just be like the old Jamal Williams or Algier role.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even what Charbonnet did last year. Like, I think that's kind of in the it's not to that extent, but pretty close to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's kind of where I'm at.
DB, I won't leave you hanging. We'll come back to this. I just wanted to
keep going that's where I'm at with the Goddard is all I was going to say. Like, I think he comes preloaded with a lot of touchdowns. And if the Eagles offense is decent, he is their red zone target on top of that.
That's fair. Where I've landed ultimately on likely is, I forget who put it out, but Selwyn Sharp put out some really good data on when a tight end is top 2 in target share on the team. That can really be the difference maker for a kind of flat position. And when you go from, some of those guys that we like in that range, whatever, maybe being the 3rd or 4th option on their team, likely could just be the guy who it's kind of like the Fannin bet from last year, but with like better quarterback play. Now there's the neighbors element as well. But, we saw last year a rookie version of Jackson Dart, get Wandale his 1,000 yards and Theo Johnson a pretty good season. I think it could be a neighbors and likely type of deal as he takes a step forward.
Yeah, so that was a Dalton Kincaid tweet. I remember the tweet. But I think people are underestimating Dallas Goedert's ability to be the number 2 target on the team.
I think that's fair. That is fair. He absolutely could.
Because I like the Wicks price. Mekhi Lemon's a decent prospect, but he is a rookie. And he currently can't stay healthy, and he had some weird issues. He's just a weird dude. I don't know. Maybe the weirdness rubs people wrong. I don't know, But Goddard is a staple of that offense, and he's been there for a while. And I think at least the first half of the season, Goddard will be the number 2 target most of the time.
That's
and
true.
like if
I
it's
should open my
working,
mind to that. Yeah.
if it's working, they're probably not going to stop that. They're just going to add more in on off to the side of it, right? So,
Right.
so like I think that what you said isn't wrong, and like that's something I was not factoring in correctly with Likely, because like I like Mooney and I like Theo Johnson too. So like I liked all the other pieces around it, and like it kind of feels like the Theo Johnson thing is just not good. Like 7 drops out of 72 targets is pretty bad. Like I don't know how I
That's where
missed
I'm
that
at,
all off season.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but then like the fact that he also can't block, like that's also not great for like it's good that he sucks for Likely, but it's not good that he can't block.
It was a fair pre-draft. It was a fair pre-draft bet.
Yeah, well,
They could
before the
have spent that money on Kenneth Walker, or they could have spent that money on Isaiah. Like it could have gone a number of ways.
Yeah.
Like the Scotabo Bulls avoided the disaster with
this
not signing a running back.
The guy in the 11 hole takes Genty at like 103.
Okay, so we could ruin his day.
Just so you know,
milk the clock and take him at 110.
I just want you to know that that's what he does. I don't care what you do, but I love Genty for this. Like,
okay,
I don't know where you're at with players for this, but I think he's really fun. Actually,
he's totally fine. I have like a slight James Cook lean over him, but not enough to not give the guests what they want. Come on now, you were so polite when I was on your stream. But just to hit on Turbo, not leave him in the dust. I think Kincaid, Likely, Goddard, and Strange is a fair debate, but I've landed on being overweight all of them. I think that's pretty fair, especially with how wide receivers getting hurt and stuff. Sorry, you're saying?
Got to go back to the Burden Rome thing too.
Yeah. Turbo, I like that shout. That's a good range to attack structurally. Where do you rank Burden and Rome now? Burden looks like he could be out 2 to 4 weeks. Week 1's in doubt, but it doesn't look like too bad long term.
I've been Rome over Burden since day one.
Wow.
Like,
oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, from the hot take or the whatever it was.
Well, I've just been that way. I've been that way. Like I used to argue in Chad Candle's stream pre-draft. I'm just like, I just don't think it's like a clear thing. Well, I think the drumbeat is like definitely Burden. All right, so
sorry, Jefferson, Lamb, Cook,
I'm fine just doing Cook if you want to do running back.
Okay, sounds good. I think he with the quarterback struggles in Minnesota and Lamb and Pickens are kind of close. I don't know. Cook getting some receiving work. So all right.
Yeah, and the Ty Johnson injury.
Oh, that too.
Like that's only going to make his receiving work. Like they were talking about doing it, and then the guy might have a torn ACL that was doing that.
That's pretty good. That's how you get a legendary upside season potentially.
Yeah. So like,
you were Rome.
Sorry, I was always Rome over Burden, and I was love like my ranks was always Loveland, then Swift, then Rome, then Burden. And that has changed because I do have Burden ahead, but I don't have him ahead of Swift, like in the Bears offense. Like they're a run first team. They are a run first team. Now, Burden.
Where do you have Menungai? Where do you have Menungai in all of it? Sorry, we're on the clock. Saquon, Chase Brown, Achane, Bowers, AJ Brown, and so and so.
So, I know this is going to sound gross.
Okay.
But Achane weirdly pops really well. So you know the eliminator thing let's do it. You know the eliminator thing I built out?
Yeah.
I repurposed it for this just to kind of look at it. Miami has the second best strength of schedule.
I like that.
So it also gives us week 17 correlation.
He also he does have a really nice floor, and I am becoming
exactly.
I'm becoming a little less worried about the Miami thing as Malik Willis shows a bit more confidence in camp, connecting with his receivers.
I've stayed at like 6% the whole time, and like when I see it hit 5, I take him a couple times and then stop, and then when I see it hit 5, I connect him a couple times, and I think
and also, like, just portfolio wise, just for everyone, like, it's so easy for me to be like, oh, I got the Saquon value. It's like Saquon is always there for James Cook. You can always do that. You shouldn't just always take, your top guy on the board. You do really want to diversify, especially as we saw like last year. If you pulled up a guy like Taylor or Henry, a couple picks, it would really pay off. And you should, when you view a tier as relatively flat, mix and match. This is the time of year to mix and match a little bit, I think.
Yeah, the thing is that mixing and matching last year would have absolutely smashed up until the playoffs, because like if you were pulling Jonathan Taylor over to pair with Puka, or pulling Puka up and then you taking Jonathan Taylor, you would have just crushed regular season.
Yep.
Like,
and then if you had a Puka Derrick Henry, I think this is the time of year where we know enough about what the board was before, what type of combos we're competing with. We're getting new information. A lot of our late round targets are moving up. You might want to lock them in at cheaper prices. And now's the time, I think, to mix and match, especially in such a flat tier. I mean,
I in a vacuum, I like Chase Brown a lot more than Achane. I like Kenneth Walker a lot more. I'm kind of getting to where I have him, and I have 3 tiers there, and it's like I have Genty, CMC, and Jonathan Taylor in a tier. Okay. Then I have James Cook, Walker, Chase Brown in a tier. And then I have Hampton, Achane, and Saquon in a tier. Like the Saquon stuff, like I was kind of fading it for a different reason, and then like all this starts coming out about them using Bigsby a lot.
Yeah,
and it spooks me. It spooks
me. It dings it a little bit.
Like it really does.
We got Kyron Williams, Breece Hall, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, so on.
I'm fine with anything here.
Breece Hall gets the new workhorse label potentially. Maybe he moves up. I don't have a ton of him.
Just do that.
Okay. And then
that
we
can
fine. Maybe. Yeah, I think he's a guy who might shift up a couple picks just on that news where it sounds like they might lean on him, I should say, a little more this year.
I don't think you can trust a single thing Aaron Glenn says, because I don't think he knows what he's saying when he says it. So
no.
So like trusting that feels wrong.
Just a stream of consciousness.
Yeah, he's just like he's basically somebody who's been high for 6 years, and he's just stringing just saying words, man.
Just happy to be there. Really happy. He's surprised he's still employed.
I'm just saying some words, man. Just
Garrett Wilson, Javonte, Waddle, Burden, McLaurin.
Do we want to go into another? Like, let's go either Waddle or McLaurin. Waddle. Let's go Waddle. I know he might be hurt,
Waddle.
But
I'm not too worried about it. It looks, sure, maybe he drops a pick or two. I think he's cool. And talking about maybe some stacks we like in the pre-show, so this might work out maybe.
Yeah, so Carolina, like I was going to recommend to pull Tetaroa up. That's Carolina for this contest actually rates out the single worst team.
I hate the only matchup I genuinely hate for like any one team is Carolina versus Seattle. And it might be just like a casual reason for it, but the fact that Bryce Young last year in week 17 had the exact same game and threw for 54 yards and looked like a little munchkin man, just scurrying for his life. I just can't wipe the fact that ferocious defense collapses on these Brosmer and these Bryce Young types. Like the little guys, they feast on the little guys. It's not nice.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's rough. Like it's rough. The defense isn't as good. Like we know that.
Mm-hmm.
But what did Carolina do to improve? Like Jonathan Brooks?
The Brazel thing sucks.
Yeah, because you don't even Brazel was the guy to That was the one to break open the offense. That was the piece
Yeah.
they needed. Like, if to be honest with you, like Carolina is the one team that I think should be calling New England right now, and they should just offer a 4th-round pick for Booty or a 5th-round pick for Booty.
That would be perfect as the field
Like I literally just think that like they should just do that.
I don't know what they're sitting on their hands for with that, and with not making a tight end move of significance all year. I'm kind of perplexed by the lack of action, to be frank, but I don't know.
Well, they did the same kind of thing last year. Well, they didn't do the same thing last year. They were active and traded away Thielen, and the next day Coker got hurt. They needed Thielen back because I had bags of Thielen because of the Bryce Young connection. I would have never drafted them if he wasn't there.
Some valid points by Turbo. Thinking through the complexity of the new Eagles offense. Is Sus the stepfather of she took the kids? To my knowledge, I definitely know I don't have any kids at the moment, and I hope I'm not a stepfather at the moment, because that's another deal entirely. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Take why stepfathers, FF?
So the original thesis of that play was to just kind of have a couple of these, of these, and then just really rant and like go off on the chat, on the community, just like treat them like a redheaded stepchild.
Got it. Like I would love to see you bink just to see the ring.
just to get no clout. That would be awesome. Devontae, JMO. Okay, JMO feels like a faller. Watson, Hendo, Warren, JMO smash. Hell yeah, dude. I'm getting more interested in him.
Well, Detroit. So I'm actually not very high on JMO or Laporte. Like I'm like 5 to 6% in most contests. In both the Eliminator and the Survival, Detroit rates out as like one of the single best teams.
Yeah. I think the pass rate thing is real from the second half of the year too. Well, I don't think it's just a Laporta injury thing. I think that's how Dan Campbell wants to do it. And then he got Petzing.
I also think the injury to the offensive lineman is good for the pass game, because I don't think they'll be able to run the ball as well.
That's true.
I mean, it might be just bad for the offense as well. Like,
just drop back and get it out. And Warren, Price, Tyson.
I'm good with Warren, with Tyson, with anybody really. Warren and Tyson I like the most.
Let's do I think they're both really interesting.
No, nothing else.
Tyson really is a guy I don't have a lot of, but I'm down.
It helps bye weeks too. There's not a lot of people later, like unless you're wanting Debo or Stribling, like.
And the way the receiver turn is drawing, we have people in the chat, but we're if they want to fry us, they want to fry us. I was thinking through the TV2, like Tucker Kraft could be there at the next turn. Whereas like the wide receiver at like 84, 85, it's looking kind of sus right now. If I can speak to the sus effect of it all, it's looking kind of weird.
I mean, like the Pat Bryant or the Pat Bryant vibes, kind of like killing Cortland Sutton vibes.
Yep.
Jaden Reed like locked into two wide receiver sets doesn't feel great.
Nope.
Like DK Metcalf doesn't always make it there. I finally got to where I'm like, I'll just take him in that range, because like I've got to the point to where it's like I don't feel good about Quentin Johnston. I don't feel good about like Jaden Reed. Like Godwin, I already have too much of.
I have a bag of him, and he's old. I don't want more.
So all the other receivers in that range is just like I guess I'll start mixing in some more Metcalf at this point. And
Mekhi Lemon, who goes later here, but he's falling because he's hurt. Alec Pierce hurt. Josh Downs growing. Like, can I just get a healthy player? Yeah, as I say, like, Tucker Kraft, but I mean he's like on a good track, right?
Right. And Metcalf, like Pittman, also got hurt.
Yep, 4 to 6 weeks. That was shocking.
Did it come out?
I think I saw 4 to 6 weeks. Let me look.
I just seen that he was hurt. I hadn't seen a report for how long.
I might have
Like,
got Nick Bach on that.
you can just click wide receiver and click his name. They'll probably have an update on it.
Let me see. Yeah. I probably got Nick Bach.
Well, it said it was all I seen was not long term. It was all.
Do you know that Underdog NFI account?
No.
They're the ones who tweeted Luther Burden feared. Shout out Underdog NFI on Twitter. They tweeted Luther Burden feared to have torn Achilles. It got like 50,000 impressions, and the account has like 5 followers. Shout out to the gentleman who runs that account.
Yeah.
It got me good because it's got the same Underdog logo and everything. It looks like NFL, but it's NFI, capital I. Sus, I got Bach. Bach. So Nick Bach runs that account. I didn't want to dox him, but fuck it. No one watches this anyway. Nick Bach runs that account. And he got me the Underdog NFI that people were raging out about. And he's getting people so mad. But shout out to Nick Bach. Got him. Okay, so Pittman's not dead. I can sleep well. The bank examiner's not absolutely.
I got him like the minute that happened, I was in a DK draft. The Pittman thing, and he fell to 116, and I'm like, woo! I'm like, all right. Yummy. Like, I passed him at like where I had him rated like pretty low. Like, I had him rated like way ahead of that, and he fell back to 116. I'm like, all right. I needed receiver both times, so
that's all day. And we might get our guy Kraft here if the gods bless us.
Actually, do you want to do RJ Harvey first?
If there's one player in the entire board I would personally like to veto, could it be RJ Harvey?
No, yeah. We'll take Kraft. It's all good. Like, I just think that the soft tissue thing with Dobbins is pretty massive for Harvey's chances to be really relevant.
That's fair.
I just think that we might see Harvey move back up to the 6-7 turn here really soon. And I think that I think if you want any of them, I think you might want to start taking them now. If you're fine fading them, like, it's fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I just think that getting him on this side of the board might be gone here in a couple days.
That is objectively fair process. I will do my little RJ Harvey diatribe in a second as we come up on the clock. We're looking at Gainwell, Herbert, Godwin, Sutton, Wandale, and we could go down here a bit if none of those guys are your fancy. Brooks, Pittman, Wilson, Pitts. Pull up candidates.
I mean, I'm fine with Godwin, Pittman, any of the receivers there, even Brooks, if you want to. Like, this team could like take a Brooks, right?
You want to do Brooks?
Like, it could, like, or a receiver. I think we're going to go quarterback after this. So, like, whichever one you think.
Do you have a favorite Godwin, Brooks, Pittman here?
I think I like Godwin. Like, it's also good for the bye weeks, right?
Sweet. Yeah.
And I do think that, like, assuming he's alive week 17, they're definitely going to be behind against the Rams. They're probably going to be throwing the ball.
No, I love that click there. Brooks would have been interesting. I don't often do that there, but I think I need to adjust to that.
Yeah, with the triple anchor. Yeah, with the triple. Brooks is going to be in the mid 6th, and
it's unstoppable. It's happening.
Like, it is. Like, I've got 15% Brooks all in the 105 range to 120, and like, I am so ready to be able to just click Chuba Hubbard at 105. Like, I got Chuba at 116 in a.
We've lost the plot. I'm sorry. We've absolutely lost the plot.
Was it 116? I think it was 116.
Anything after 100, I feel like we've lost the plot because it's not a 100% that
it was DK. Like, it was DraftKings.
Is it cheaper there? Okay. I don't do any over there, but
it's just DraftKings. It's just
it's simply
things just happen over there. Like,
they occur and we adapt.
It's like, it's really hard to not, like, you have to stop scooping value at some point. You just have to make sure you have a functional team. And like
To stay in
last year,
structure.
that was my problem. It's like, well, Daniel Jones just went at 107
So
as the next quarterback. Like I guess I got to take Cam Ward at 112. Like I have to.
and we got to take Brooks round 5, round 6. I mean, I get having fun.
Yeah.
We are playing a game, and people want to
Yeah.
feel things. I get it. I feel like it's still very rich, but I get wanting to feel alive.
Yeah, it is a different bet in redraft.
Right, playing for upside.
Well, right, like, well, you know when to start them. Like
Right.
the dead roster spot. Like if Brooks gets hurt week 9, and you drafted him in round 6, and he gave you a bunch of really good weeks, it helps you advance. That's a lot more palatable in redraft than in best ball because in best ball you still have that guy on your roster.
Right. And I feel like he'll have some sort of role no matter what. I guess I just don't know exactly what is like the 99th percentile. Like what's the highest? Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't say where's the highest we could take him next year because maybe he gets more work. I just feel like they're gonna not give him like a Rico Dowdle 25-30 touch game. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe I did learn that the ACL was like repaired in a way it wasn't a full tear.
Yeah,
it was kind of a faulty first surgery, right? So it's not the same.
I heard that very, very early on.
That came across my desk August 3rd. So late to that party.
That came across my desk.
35% naked Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Mason, Matthew Stafford, Bo Nix, Corey.
We could do the Nick and Mahomes. We could just take Nick's.
Do you want to do 2 quarterbacks here or 1?
Just take Nick's and see what happens.
Sure.
And if Mahomes comes back, it was meant to be. If he doesn't, we just do something else. Like
we do another thing.
I mean, we can push. See if Shuck comes all the way back as well because we do have and we have the A-chance stack if all else fails.
I've been seeing Shuck and Baker fall to like 129, 130 now.
Me too. So I'm fine with that. I actually had a team I had to take Baker at the whatever pick this is right now.
Right.
I was at the 12 spot. The room was just destroying quarterback, and I had a Godwin. I had a Godwin Corum Bucky team that had to have something.
If this guy relaxed doesn't go quarterback, that lightens a little pressure and makes it easier for it to come back. I would also nominate potentially the consideration of Mason, JPM, some more of these running backs.
Yeah,
like Mason?
Mean, if you want to do Mason instead of Mahomes, that's perfectly fine with me.
Sounds good. And then maybe bank on Baker. Hope that Baker or Shuck come back. Run that.
Yeah, it is a little bit of and like you said, like if you push the 1, there's a better chance. And the relaxed guy has 0 quarterbacks, right?
So so it just lightens some of the pressure behind us, If he had taken a quarterback, it could spiral.
Oh, well, that just hurt the guy taking the 3rd. But I think taking the 3rd there, I think I would have done the same thing, especially on a Herbert team.
It's fair. B-Mac, let's see. Yeah, we'll see with these guys.
Yeah, so like tomorrow with Nice and Blunt, our topic's actually going to be we're going to just talk about all the risers and fallers and who we're in on, who we're out on, and why. So like, it's just like an easy topic at this point. But I think we were talking about something
at the moment.
Yeah, we were talking about something before the Bo pick. I can't remember exactly what.
Well,
we were talking about Jonathan Brooks, about his possible workload and the redraft versus. And I just think that it doesn't matter because Canales doesn't trust Bryce Young, and he's proven that. And unless they do the Kayshon Boutte trade or a trade like that, like the offense is going to be the same. Like it's Xavier Leggette's not going to take a year 3 step. Like I'm sorry,
No,
like
it's over.
That's not happening.
He is who he is. It's not like he's going to play 0, take him round 20, do whatever you want, free country, but he's not going to make a leap, like you said.
I've clicked him now. Yeah. Like I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, you didn't have to. I don't have to say it's awesome, but like, it was done.
Tell me how sick I am. I've got 2 players I'm like really into clicking in the last 2 rounds right now.
Who are they?
Did you listen to my stream earlier?
I missed it.
Okay. Number 1, Demario Douglas.
I see the vision.
Well, he's literally their starting slot.
He looks like he's in 3 wide receiver sets at the moment. Booty's probably gone. So.
The other guy's the same exact thing for a much worse team.
Jack Besh.
Kendrick Bourne.
That I really like because I love the idea of the pass rate. Chuck.
Dude, look at that. Look at that.
That worked out very nicely. That's always a gamble, but we're trying to win.
Do we just take Malik if he comes back around too?
I thought you were about to say, do we just take Kelsey, get a little tighter? I was like, no.
I mean, we got crap.
Yeah, Malik's cool.
I think if Malik comes around, we take him. If not, we just take Kelsey Goddard, right?
Just take Chargers RB1, Keaton Mitchell. No, I'm kidding. Did you see that quote though from Mike McDaniel about the
the hot hand?
Just a Mike McDaniel joke. Yeah.
Well, they're doing hot hand. Like, does it? He's always done hot hand. Like, it's not a real question.
Yeah.
The thing is that hot hand approach, like, it benefits the player that's the best player. And while one of them was drafted in the first round by this head coach.
I agree, but I don't even want to lose a couple of touches in the beginning of the game to the hot hand. You know, that takes you from if you need to divide it up 3 ways for a quarter and a half to see who the hot hand is, that makes you like Kyron to me almost. And I love Hampton. I have a lot of them, but like I'm like, this might be, I should probably be taking HN over him. I should probably be taking Chase Brown over him. Okay. Malik Willis.
You
want to do Malik and call it a day?
I mean, that's a lot of quarterback points, a lot of upside. Like that's almost locking in like 25 points a week.
Yeah, and we didn't even need a top 100 pick to do it. The Shuck Fall unlocks a lot. We can backstack Malik, so I like 3 different buys.
Cool. I think this team is really good to survive, which is the point. And that's what we're trying to do. And it's got a bunch of upside for week 17 too. A lot of correlation there.
We have 4 real running backs. I mean, at least 3.5, but Mason got some real good buzz today about a couple more runs. And it just seems like, you know, age-wise, he's at the perfect. You know, Aaron Jones is a little old. Demond might need a little time. I think we can trust Mason to hold it down for us.
The Mason bet's always been an injury bet. Like he's basically J.K. Dobbins without the clout of J.K. Dobbins, if I could call him clout. You know, like I don't know if clout's the right word there, but like
he doesn't have that brand name. You know, 4.8 yards per carry. Shout out, by the way, your Pop Douglas call. I actually do need to probably start mixing that in. Very efficient player.
I laughed at because Coach Peak Index has been doing this for like 2 months. And when the practice reports started coming out, because I was like, I was always under the impression, and by reading through the quotes and stuff, that they were going to use Dobbs on the inside and move Booty and keep Booty on the outside unless Booty got traded. So when Booty didn't get traded, I thought that's what's going to happen. But no, they're doing Dobbs on the outside and still using Pop. And
do you have any concern with like the Efton Chisholm of it all, or do you think that's just like a cute little spring story? But when a real playoff team is trying to win games, they lean on Pop.
I think they'll both see the field.
Yep.
I just think that in those situations, it's going to be 80% Pop and 20% Chisholm.
Right. Which at this cost is absolutely worth it. A couple weeks.
I mean, it's a round 20 flyer pick.
Exactly.
That is almost for sure going to give you 1 17-point week in full PPR.
Yes.
You know,
I don't bet my life on a lot of things, but it's like, yeah, probably. Pop's going to have that like 7 for 70 and a touchdown one time at least.
Yeah, he's going to break something loose. Like he got there last year in ways you didn't think he was going to get there on those deep balls and like making a guy miss like after the catch and stuff. It wasn't the PPR scam pop that we remember from 2 years ago when before Drake May became the best deep ball passer ever, basically. Like in one year, Drake May went to the like being okay at things to being the best deep ball passer the league's ever seen.
And I think they could throw a little bit more this year, like just a higher pass rate. I know they added weapons. They also subtracted one weapon. They might subtract another with Booty. So Pop might be kind of slotted in where he was last year, where he was like totally fine. So
what do you think about taking your boy here?
The Tankster or
and we could be completely done.
That would
all
be
different bye weeks and everything, right?
Yep. I think we got Achane and Mason overlapped, but if you have Cook, Hall, Tank, you're totally chilling. Especially because we don't have a lot of week. Yeah, we only have one week 6 wide receiver. Week 6.
Oh, week 6. Yeah. Well, so one of my theories is that early bye week is just actively better here too.
I agree.
Because the strength of team, like the bad teams get cut every week.
There's
less poorly constructed teams are going to make it through every week.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I think it's clearly
Tank.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And then no quarterbacks here.
I think we just click wide receiver and tight end. Like we only got one tight end, right?
Yeah. So receiver wise, Omar Cooper, Trey Harris, Jawan, Adonai Mitchell, Travis Hunter, Wicks. Tight end, Hunter Henry. Gadsden seems kind of brutal above 80.
Henry feels like the right pick if he makes it. It's week 17 correlation. We do have week 17 in this contest.
I'm thinking if there's any other correlation, just theoretically.
I mean, the Omar Cooper correlation is there for the team and the week 17 stack as well.
Who do they play again?
The Jets and Vikings. Mason.
Gotcha. Henry or Cooper?
I think it's Henry. Right. I just think it's Henry. I also think I like the wide receivers late. Like,
okay,
with the Kendrick Bourne and like with this kick that I'm on, I feel very good punting. And like at this point, we could literally just go Dontavian Wicks or Pat Bryant.
Well, Wicks goes at 161. He is screaming up in this drafters landscape right now. Well, we also have DB Betts in this room, and DB Betts is like, in a way, if I could describe him, he's like a son of mine. And so any take I have, it is hit or miss as to whether he latches onto it.
So,
however, he does see the Wicks vision.
So, is he your stepchild, basically? Is that what you're saying?
Many are saying, more and more by the day are saying, honestly. My step DB. I'm stepfather's FF, and that's stepson DB.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where that came from. I mean, you can tell the world now. It's all good.
It's official. Me and DB are official. Stepfather, stepson.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah. So will win me $50K.
Thanks for being a participant, DB. All love, son. You'll win 5K again, and you'll be happy.
I'm just excited. Like I keep thinking, it's like, man, we're actually 30. We're less than 30 days away from NFL football. Or we're 30 days exactly.
Calendar month, like
we are a month away, and like. Then I'm like, I'm excited, and then I'm like, I have like 300 drafts I need to do.
How much George Holani in there? So the Seattle Thursday night. Oh my God, George Holani, the opening night. Can I get a points prediction? You won't hurt my feelings if it's 3, but what would you say a week 1 George Holani prediction is?
I think it's going to be one of those weeks that starts for you and you don't like it. 10 points.
Exactly.
He hits a touchdown, 30 yards, a reception, 10 point. Like I'll give it 11.5 points because like 30 yards total, 2 receptions, and a touchdown.
Fuck it. I'll take that on those hero teams, on those hero RB
Yeah.
teams that need the room to come
Yeah,
along.
I
We'll
think
take
that
That's
feels
pretty
reasonable.
fair.
Yeah.
I would love that. All right. And
And
don't
like
worry,
no
everyone, we've
touch.
got the Halani portion of the show out of the way. Sorry.
I mean, I don't know where you are on Travis Hunter, but like I just take him now.
Interesting.
Not anymore.
Okay. Jay Meeker goes. Would you want to pull up our boy for the double?
I mean, do you really have to ask?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. So that's 2 by week 10s. So that the Wicks thing
3
is
with
hard.
Godwin, actually. So we just can't do week 10 anymore.
Yeah. Which means that rookies are on the board. I wouldn't do Booty because there is a small chance he gets traded to a week 10 team.
That's fair.
A small chance. I personally, I was a hater, but Zachariah Branch feels like an awesome pick right now. Like I have like, I think I'm up to 12% on all platforms now.
He's having a great camp. What more could you ask for from a day 2 receiver?
Tua seems to be a nice fit with the offense, is what they're saying as well. Like we could do the Jacoby Lane thing if you want to buy in on all the hype as well.
Let's do branch and push and see. The
DB Betts isn't going to let Lane come back.
Absolutely not. No, he's absolutely not. Although this is his Ayuk range, so we do have to keep that in consideration.
Wait, he still takes Ayuk?
Less than he did before, but you can never say it's a 0% probability. I mean, there's so many injuries around the league. Someone's got to sign him, right? Question mark, question mark, question mark, exclamation point 1. Man. Yeah. I regret to inform everybody. I don't know if I've made an official proclamation. This is genuinely not the Ayuk range for me anymore. It's been a number of months, but
this is like dude, I regret my one share I took Ayuk and DK, and it was a Jaden Daniels team where he fell to 236. And I'm like, I guess.
To have one share. To have one measly share.
And it's like,
that would be the life.
Like, I just look at it as it probably would have been a Brazzle share. Like, probably, like
6 1/2 dozen or the other.
It was going to be a Brazzle share instead. So we're good. We're more alive. We're more alive. The only way to be more alive was to sacrifice it for a Brazzle share.
Yeah, at least you can feel good about it. It's not like a reminder of like, God. BA nuts to butts, absolutely. It is intervention time. I mean, BB has very strong takes. He's had some great ones this summer. He absolutely owned me last year on the Mixon versus Woody thing. I was team Mixon. He had what I would believe is insider information. Honestly, probably should be banned from all the drafting apps. But that's neither here nor there. He called the Woody thing. He mogged me on that. But I feel like the Ayuk's been the inverse, where it's like, dude, you got to let it go. The Ayuk thing is not happening. Ricky does hurt way worse at cost, that's for sure.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I think most people were in just a little bit of an extent on Ricky.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot early, and then I stopped taking him completely, and then I finally got back in the week. Like, literally the week that I got in on Ricky, I also got in on Brazzle. And that was the week they both got hurt.
Damn.
So
this brutal game we play.
So it was my fault, guys.
Do you like the Cyrus Allen thing, or are you good on?
I'm okay with it.
Keenan Allen, Cooper Kupp, or
we'll just take Keenan.
Yeah, let's do it. Get some points.
He's got a week 13 bye.
As some of the other guys have moved up a little bit, Cooper Kupp and Keenan Allen are super interesting. The target share for Cooper Kupp, and I had like 2% until a month ago. Now I'm at like 8% on drafters because he's at an insane target share with this new OC. But that's not saying we have to take Cooper Kupp.
I keep hearing that, but like, I also hear that Torrey Horton's like killing camp.
Right. Do you like Fields? I mean, I know you like Fields, but
we could do Fields. We could do Cyrus Allen. We could do.
We could do Ingram stacked.
I'm
as a third.
I am fully out on Evan Ingram.
Okay,
but we can do it if you want.
No, I won't make you do the. Sorry, who'd you say at receiver?
Let's just do Jeremy. We'll just do Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy. There's something about. I think my biggest beef with Jeremy is his name, and that's not really something you shouldn't hold
because it's a G.
Yeah, it's like Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy. You know he got bullied in school, and maybe that is what put the battery in his back to become the great NFL player he could become.
Well, it's also the reason he's like very astute and like a learned guy and likes to learn the playbook and became a leader. Right. You know, like,
he's like, I will become undeniable. Nobody will ever bully me again.
Exactly.
Like, all right, Jeremy. Okay, the fuck up. With that said, he's a pretty intriguing round 2 prospect.
Like, what's worse, that or Brad?
It's just Brad. Yeah, there's limited upside.
No, yeah, like there's certain name, and like my name is James. Like it's like basic.
I thought you were about to say my name's Brad. Actually, that was like a trick.
Yeah, I'm Brad. Yeah,
I'm fucking Brad, dude. What's your problem?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, oh wait, no, actually, that'd
have been a good setup. No, yeah, like Brad just sound, it just sounds. I don't know. It's just it's one of those sounds. It's like
Brad. Brad. Yeah, just like the breath leaving your body.
Or like, I didn't like this, but like the one thing was funny. I don't remember the name of it, but it was the thing with the llamas. And it was the female llama was always yelling at her husband, who's named Carl.
You're saying Carl doesn't do it for you?
It's like, Carl, like over and over again.
Yeah, it's the way the Earl just moans at the end.
Yeah,
it drags.
Yeah.
Like dread. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, there is something about nominative determinism and like the theory that like your name impacts how your life goes. I think like when you hear certain names, you're like, okay, not every time, but sometimes it skews one way or another how your life minorly changes a little bit.
Yeah. I know somebody who got divorced because they named their kid something they didn't want to be named.
No. Yeah. We won't dox the toddler here, but I am intrigued. I wish I
can't even remember. I didn't care enough to remember the name.
It was okay, I was going to say put it in the private chat, but fuck them, I guess.
No, I would just tell you that. And it just brutal range. DeMario.
Oh yeah,
DeMario.
Let's run.
We were talking about it.
Let's
do it since we're here. And then if you want to just slam any tight end.
Yeah, just to get a usable. Yeah. Someone with a pulse type shit.
I personally prefer Washington to these guys, but I'm fine with Njoku. I'm fine with Mayer. I'm fine with even Kohler.
Do you have a preference between Mayer or Kohler? I think with Kohler and Njoku, there's at least upside to being technically the. I mean, if we're not making the Gadsden bet, Mayer Kohler or Njoku could be. An upside. Do you have a preference, Kohler or Njoku?
No, not really. I mean, we could just do Raritan and like, hold on, we got double by week 10.
Week 11. Yeah.
Darnell.
Let's do Kohler. Oh, fuck.
That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Like, I think like if we miss tight end points 1 week, like I hope it's not enough to cut us, but like that was a mistake. Like we should have probably attacked a tight end earlier and got some like a real one. And that's maybe fair. It was my fault for saying no on Evan Ingram.
I'm not too. We already had so many week 10. That's okay.
I've honestly never seen Evan Ingram gone at that point.
Right. It's like, okay.
So like most of me saying no, unless you want to, was I think he's coming back. I just didn't want to say that.
And he's gone.
And he's not there. Panic.
I'm totally fine with the Kolar or Mayer thing because look, I'm skeptical on Gadsden right now. He's running with the 2s and 3s, and he can't really block for shit. And so, well, if that is the case, then Njoku, the tight end role for Mike McDaniel has been super valuable with trash ass players. I mean, he got Greg Dulcich some yards. He got Darren Waller productive. Jonnu Smith. You know, he can make one of these guys.
I think he might be undraftable. Like
Gadsden.
I listened to the Coach Speak Index thing today. And let me just tell, like, I don't know if you guys listened to it, but he, like, literally Gadsden was talking about how he has to learn how to block and all this stuff. Like,
yeah.
And how, like, he basically has to, like, he's not, like, big enough basically to do it.
Yeah. And so, when you lack that technical ability too, it's just
so like, I mean,
it's hard, you know, it's not everyone's built to do it.
I mean, he's a glorified wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's what he was coming out of college. That's why I've been out on Stowers, like, even since, like, I ended up with a bag of Stowers in pre-draft because when he started to get steam before the combine, or right after the combine, I fully expected him to, like, skyrocket up the board. Yep. And he was at like 190 at that time. And I just took him in every single draft. And then he never moved. And I'm like, I was just mad about my shares.
I wish he had gone to another team, man. A team that was not so intent on win. These projects, when they go to a team that really wants to win now, it's bad for them because it's just harder for them to get that chance.
It really is. Yeah. So go ahead and review the team.
Yeah, let's see this team. 3593, great for the elim when you get some early running backs. So Bo Nix, Shuck, and Willis. Love that dispersal of talent, some upside, some good upside. James Cook, Achane, Brees, Mason, and Tank Bigsby. 3 legit workhorses in the AFC East. Plus Mason, you know, just chugging along, getting his respectable scores. And Tank Bigsby is a sneaky standalone guy with crazy league-winning upside. So feel great about that room. Jalen Waddle, JMO, Jordan Tyson, Chris Godwin, Pat Bryant, Zachariah Branch, Keenan Allen, Jeremy Bernard, Demario Douglas. In a BBM, people might be worried about this room. I tell people all the time in the Eliminator, I want quantity over quality at receiver. Now, I want a couple guys up top, but we got that. Waddle, JMO, Tyson, Godwin. And then give me a bunch of guys who can score touchdowns along with my workhorse running back. So I like that room. And then Tucker Kraft, Hunter Henry, Kolar, totally, I mean, a really high upside guy, very respectable low-end tight end 1 in Henry. And then Kolar is the Mike McDaniel bet. So
we really only have to dodge tight end points week 11.
Yeah, and then we're chilling. I mean, I really like this team, personally.
Yeah, it's not a team I would draft there's a lot of players I like there, but like not very many of them. I really like Tyson Waddle and Godwin, but like other than those guys, it's just, and I mean obviously Pat Bryant, but like it's just a lot of players that like fit what we needed at the time.
Yep, good correlation. The only thing I wish had been there was Caleb Douglas, but he got pulled up in this room.
How high are you on Caleb Douglas?
I think I'm at 19 or 20% right now, which is a little obscene, but I was like, dude, round 20, who cares? You know, I saw a lot of Christian Watson in his game. I would probably rank him pick 180 right now because I think there's real chance he's a 0, but there's real chance that he could get some garbage time spikes, like where defense, you know, like we saw against the Cardinals last year where teams don't care. And I know they won't get a lot of pass volume in Miami, but they might have some games where there's sneaky second half volume. And he's the kind of guy who can get 60 yards and a touchdown on one play.
You're on the clock. You have Malik Willis. And you have Caleb Douglas and Malik Washington. Who do you take?
I would take Douglas. Okay. And I think Washington is the better median bet. median bet for catches and yards, but to win,
I think so too. Yeah.
I also worry for Washington that Kevin Coleman could eat his lunch a little bit later in the year.
I barely ever take Washington, but I think that he's got a place. If you've got a team with like Casey Concepcion and Omar Cooper on it, or Denzel Boston plus Cooper or whatever, and you tack him in there to give you some early season production, I think he's a really good pick.
He makes sense.
But like, I think that you have to need early production.
And
like, or an Alec Pierce team or something, like.
And then I'm like, and yeah, it just feels like a little bit of a premium on Malik Washington at like drafters. I think he's like 168. He definitely gives you that, but it's like, is it so much more than the Keenan Allens and Cooper Kupps? It's like, okay, well, sometimes they lose their job or get hurt, but it's like, man, like there are real tight ends that go there, and like Aaron Rodgers and like Brian Robinson, like it's just a little bit. I would just wish like Malik Washington was picked like 188 instead of 168, but hey, you could say anyone you should be a little cheaper, and then they'd be a better click. GG's, DB bets, Pop Douglas, Demario Pop Douglas, sorry, is a guy with name destiny. That is just an awesome name. It genuinely, like, I'm like, Pop Douglas, feed him the rock in this game. My last draft, the night before Ricky got old Yellard, was at Pierce. Talk about GG's, man. I'm sorry for that. Where'd you end up with Hoohames on the Pearsall exposure side?
12% pre-draft and 10-ish post-draft, but a lot of my higher dollar stuff I tagged them in, so not great.
It could be worse. It could be 19% and 19%.
Yeah. It wasn't great, but like I looked at like my current exposures are honestly kind of good. Like, yes, okay. I faded. So my overall,
yeah, hit me with some of your exposures, or just the overall, yeah.
So post draft, my overall, like, this one's risky, and one of them might not be great, but Scatabo 22%, Katron Allen 20%, Diggs at 20%, Chig at 18%, which I think is fine, Pollard at 18%, which might be bad, but we'll find out. And then Godwin, Denzel Boston, Rashee Rice, Jeremy Bernard, Drake May, Pat Bryant.
Very serviceable to the guys you want at this exact moment.
I took a whole bunch of Kamara for about a month. He's up there, but like he is just there on teams like that need early production. Or like a zero RB. Like I took him a lot on like zero RB style things to where I would take like a Jaden Blue or Marshawn Lloyd or somebody later, right? Like I used him as a piece to give me early season points. Ashton Genty at 15%, George Kittle 15%, Corum 15%, Loveland 14.5%, Dowdle, Jonathan Brooks. Like
Corum scares me in the sense that I don't have almost any, and I feel like I've left myself open to a contingency where I lose the season if Kyron gets hurt. So I need to adjust that.
Yeah, so I'm in on the heavy tight ends, and I mean I call myself a Tucker Craft guy, but he's only my tight end 6. Chig, Kittle, Loveland, he's actually 7. Bowers, Kincaid, then Kraft. And like
okay. So where are you at draft wise percentage?
Well, on DraftKings, I'm way higher on the main. So like the DraftKings main, I have my own exposures for. I'm 21% Kraft there. So like where I'm going to spend the most money, I do have the most Kraft.
Right.
So
excuse.
So it skews it a little bit. And I think on drafters, I also do.
Shout out DB Betts. Just wanted to show his team a little love. Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Geno Smith. Very solid investment, just very balanced. Running back, nice, hyper fragile. I really like that. Taylor, Chase Brown, Jeremiah Love, Javonte. Just need Taylor and Chase Brown healthy in week 14, and you're chilling, I would say. Roma Dunze, Brian Thomas, Matthew Golden, Dejon Stribling with the little ass name for some reason. and doesn't even have his first name. Denzel Boston, John McMillan, Dontavian Wicks, Cyrus Allen. Where do you get your ideas? I need to know. Elic Imanor, Jahan Dotson, and then bring it home with Pitts, Dulcich, Fryermuth. What do you think of that squad? The hyper fragile eliminator.
I've been mixing these in.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to squeak one of those through on the underdog eliminator
In the
than
1v1s.
this one with the cut line. I think with that specific team, considering that it was Kyron one of them? It was
JT,
the last one.
Chase Brown, Jeremiah Love, and Javonte.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like two. Oh, Jeremiah Love and Javonte?
Yep.
Double week 14 bye with only 4?
Yep.
I don't like that.
Okay. You'd go 4 different?
Yeah, I think if you go 4 different bye weeks there, it's fine. And remember what we were saying about it's objectively worse, in my opinion. Like, I mean, I guess objectively, it's not an opinion, but I believe it's objectively worse to have the late buys. And if you're stacking up both buys and only having 2 options at running back, like in that week where the best teams are still left, like that's the week that the best teams are left. And it's being a cut line, you can't luck into a matchup that people are hurt. Like, so I think it's just actively bad. If you want to do that and double up on week 6 buys and go like Achane, Jordan Mason or whatever, or Chase Brown,
hypothetically,
Achane,
yeah. I mean,
like,
some sharp people are doing that, yeah.
Achane, Mason. Well, like, yeah, or Chase Brown, Achane at the 1-2 turn. Like, if you want to do that and then go like Breece Hall, Javonte, and then just hope to be good enough in week 6, because that's like the weakest spot buys are in the entire thing. Like, I think you could at least argue that. I think being week 14, like,
I love thinking through that, like what the better of the weeks. I think you're right in most cases. I think the way you get maybe not lucked out, but just the way the season goes. I had, when it was pre-pods 2024, eliminator team make it to the finals, and then a couple other make it far. So I was like always, and I was so into this stuff. I'm like tracking them, the micro trends, and when like a league winner type guy would get hurt, like Chuba was really hype in 2024. And then like when he'd go down, it's like, okay, you're cooked without him. Or, you know, if some guy that like everyone needed that was like chalk was dead, then it's like, all right, now you're chilling. Like if week 14 there's like some league winner type guy, he gets hurt a week or 2 before that, you might be fine because these other teams that needed that guy are dead, are even more dead. And there's just there's more 18-man rosters in week 6 than there are week 14. Like there's more super teams, but then you also have teams that like hit their breaking point. It's an interesting, and I guess it just comes down to the injury gods on some level, but
right, but like it doesn't in a cut line,
right,
as much, right? Like I think the cut line completely changes the map.
Yeah, because 75% is generous, like you're saying, like.
Right. Yeah. So
there's
like
just so many bad teams early.
You have to just not be at the bottom. Right. But
yeah,
with that being said, like you're putting yourself in a position to be at the bottom by going like running back scores the most points overall, not quarterback. Right. Like you want your flex to come from running back almost every week if you're trying to get the most points at anything.
And that's why for eliminator, like I do a lot of like, even if I do a hyper fragile, I'll do like a round 20, like P Ryan or I don't know, DeMercado or whoever, like some like guy who kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But it's like they can just get you 6 points. And sometimes that's like that moves you way up or down in a huge
And DB Betts here saying I think a lot of the weak teams can squeeze through 75%. I agree. But how many 75%?
Right.
Like can it get through 75%?
Because week 14 is what, like the 9, final 97% still.
Yeah. So like, and every time that, like, let's say that 50% of the weak teams, let's say that 20% of the contest is weak teams, and 50% of the weak teams get through every week, right? After 1 week, you go to, what would that be, 15%, and then it goes down to like 12%, and then it goes down. Like, just look at like that progression, and then it goes down to 9%, then it goes down to
Just how it compounds,
6.7%, and
it
it
gets so bad.
compounds down. And like, so the weak teams, those percentages are just so much smaller. And at like that means that only 6% of the teams are poorly constructed at that point. And that's only week 5. We're not even 2 bye weeks yet.
Right.
So
that's
like,
why maybe that fifth running back little buffer, like the Ty Johnson, if he was healthy, or just get Justice Hill types. They can on the edges keep you
just throw on $1 here. He's RB1.
Exactly. But no, I fuck with that team, DB. That's if it works out in week 14, I like mixing up the portfolio, different builds. Sorry, go ahead.
I think like if I prefer Love to Breece Hall, but I think if that was Breece Hall instead of Love and it was the same exact team, I'd love it. Just because of the bye week thing.
Let me hit you with some of my expos. Get the Hoohames stamp of approval.
Bucky's one that I was pretty out on, and I actually have more than I thought I would, and that makes me feel good.
I like this cost. My average cost is 58.2, kind of like that. Where do you think he should go up from here? Do you think 58 is right? Or down?
Oh yeah, Breece Hall would have been the same buy with JT. That's right.
Oh shit.
Yeah, never mind. Disregard.
Pull up Tootin and get 8 points.
Moral of the story is every team should have Cam Scatterbo on.
There you go.
That would have avoided this whole thing. Like yeah. So I think the Bucky price is fine now. I also don't think he's a ceiling play.
Yeah, probably not a true, because he doesn't have long speed. He can't house like a 70-yard touchdown.
Well, I just don't think he's going to ever get the goal line work, and for him to get to 10 touchdowns, he needs to get some goal line work. And I mean, I guess in a season where Sean Tucker gets hurt, Bucky might actually smash, like really smash. And that kind of thing is like where I started taking a little bit of him. It's like if it's between him and Gainwell, I actually do think Gainwell probably gets the goal line touches there. But maybe not. Like it's more 50-50 then,
I think it's going to be 50-50. I don't think it's going to be like it was last year. So I just laid the landscape, by the way. We got the 12 hole. We're in the main. So shout out to everyone in the room, including Frank Gore. Frank Gore is in the room. Frank Gore won. I don't know if that's the name, but it is a name.
Did you say Bowers Nico? No.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
I will do a team or two like that, but in like the $3. Like I don't do them in the mains, like the $3. I'll have some fun here and there and do these weird fun pull-ups, like it's just stuff I want,
I'm genuinely reaping what I'm selling. I said we should do pull-ups. It's that time of year. Yeah. And bro hits me with the Kyron Williams, Nico Collins.
No, I said Brock Bowers, Nico.
Oh no, I'm going full chest slam. You gotta go a full 2 rounds ahead, bro.
I just want 2 players that like are like, I mean, it's like the worst kind of pull up, the one that already exists. It's just on the other side of the board. Like with better, like with Bijan, so like you're trading Bijan for Breece Hall. Like, good luck.
So what I'm hearing is you're nixing Igbuka at 13. We can't go Chesley with it, respectfully.
I mean, I'm nixing Igbuka always. So
period. Anytime.
do I have the chance to talk shit on Igbuka? I actually like Igbuka as a player. Like it does hurt me to like not be in his ADP at all.
Yeah. It's just a weird ADP.
It does.
Jefferson, Barkley, Hampton, Walker, Chase Brown. What do you like?
Would you be up for Walker, Chase Brown?
Let's run it. I love that. I like that
Two,
a lot, actually.
yeah,
They might be, the more I think about it and I maybe overthink these
they're
things.
both going to catch 50+ balls. Number
Yeah,
one.
elite offenses. I don't worry about a Tank Bigsby in either of those backfields or a Keith
Wait,
Mitchell or Vidal.
Jadarian Price?
What?
Doesn't sound like. Hold
Hold
on.
up.
Yeah,
This might not be the best podcasting, but I need to confirm because you can't get this amount of blood flow going to certain regions of the human body and not expect me to Google it.
all right.
Is this is this like an IQ test? Like, does Sus have like an 80 IQ above or below?
No, it's
Helani might pay off.
Oh,
I don't want to overread it. I don't want to read over,
yeah, so
too much.
basically it just says that like he thinks that it's going to be a split backfield when Sharps comes back. I heard the podcast today. He's just retweeting what he said.
But that's for so Price is. I thought that was just like going to be a 3-day injury or a something, but it sounds like he might miss a couple weeks. Potentially.
I'm not worried about regular season availability, but a guy who hasn't. Yeah, like he's got like a minor thing. Like it. Also, by the way, I finally capitulated to Price last week. So
me too.
You're welcome.
I'm into the Helani thing, but why can't Price? Why does it have to be? I don't want to fight wars.
I've been so out on Price because of that week 17 schedule. The week 15-16 schedule. Like they play the Eagles, then the Rams.
Okay. That's fair.
And it's going to be a split. So like in the playoff format stuff, he gets Carolina week 17, but
yeah.
Like number one, that game.
I almost like him more than in a 4 RB through 6 start where I can drag a lower owned Seahawks running back. Because there is something to be said about that leverage,
Yeah, but you also like look at the division overall, and he has to play the Rams twice. He's got like one of them is in the fantasy playoffs.
Yep.
The Niners have an okay defense. Like, I guess the Cardinals don't, but I don't know. I was in on Jadarian Price, and I said the whole time I had him pretty clearly as the number 2 back, and I had Emmett Johnson number 3, RIP, that take. But Jadarian Price, like I like him, and I always said like I think he has more receiving upside than people think. He just wasn't put into the receiving role because they might have had another guy there.
Yep.
That was pretty good at everything,
And who's that guy?
Yeah.
Is his name Zach Charbonnet? That's what the mainstream media wants you to believe.
No, I'm talking about Jeremiah Love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like at college.
Oh, okay. Got it. Not the
Yeah. Like I just say like I don't think he was allowed to do it because like why would you do it when you have Jeremiah Love?
I guess.
And so
some are saying that his new backfield. Okay, wait, hold up. We're on the clock. I gotta stop bullshitting. Breece Hall,
of course,
Javonte Waddle.
I love Loveland, but we don't have to do it.
I'm totally down to do it.
And then hit wide receiver. I'm fine with Waddle with T. I'm fine with Breece Hall as well.
Okay. Let's definitely do Loveland. I'm trying to synthesize the information at the board in front of us. What could fall to us?
I mean, we could do Javonte. I don't love taking him now with the blue buzz, but
in the main, you want to do Breece Hall again?
Yeah, let's just do it.
I think we could end up. I feel the vibes of 2 receivers coming back to us. We like.
I mean,
I'm very vibes based.
I'm honestly like just okay with Tate plus Tyson, and then building like we know we need some veteran receivers behind it, and like take a Wandale and a Pittman
and we're right on
and
track
push,
with
yeah,
belt to asset running back and elite tight end.
yeah.
It's
And we have the huge upside late season with both of those receivers. We have the floor to get us through. I actually think that, like, apparently Tyson's running out of the slot already.
Yeah, I got to catch up on him.
And
it's just...
and like, dude, if they're running him out of the slot, like, wasn't that the whole Vele thesis?
Dude, the Von Vele, and I have a Vele bag just because.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh no! I don't cope on this show. Now I will. What I will say, this is not pushing back on what you're saying. This is just, I think Vele still probably runs 70% of the routes. However, if Tyson is out of the slot, Devon Vele is going to have 0.69 yards per route run. Like, he's going to be fucking ass. Like, Devon Vele is going to run the most sacrificial whatever routes on the boundary you've ever seen in your life. The most Jahan Dotson. I mean, it's really Jahan Dotson on the Eagles with Kellen Moore, right? Like, you have A.J. Brown, you have Devontae Smith, and then there's that fucking chud over there, Devon Vele, Jahan Dotson. Like,
I actually have more. I have more Vele than I do Tyson on drafters.
Nice. I think for round 20, he's getting a huge snap share. B, both those guys ahead of him have huge injury risk. So I still kind of like it as round 20. But
this is just including pre-draft as well. And when we include pre-draft, like I was pretty in on I've just been in on the Saints offense as a whole. And I didn't think they were going to go wide receiver until late in that process.
No. I thought they were going to go like Delane or something.
I'd already done all of the I kind of thought they would still go Delane, and I think Kansas City thought that too. And that's why we made one of the worst picks in the draft.
Yeah, you guys ended up with him, right? You both could have swapped.
We traded up.
Oh, traded up to get Delane.
Yeah. That's why I think it was one of the worst picks in the draft. We traded up in front of the Saints to get him.
That's sus.
And then the guy I actually wanted is destroying camp in Tampa.
Oh, Bain.
Yeah,
Ruben He's Bain. A monster, dude.
He is so good.
He's a man on a mission right now.
Yeah, I mean, he went at 15, and he should have went at like 5.
I'm very much looking forward to watching him. I'm an Eagles fan, but I live in the Tampa Bay area, so I'm very much looking forward to watching that live. This guy pulls up Mahomes. Dude, I would advocate for the double tap here.
Yeah, I think it's easy.
The Watson, the Evans Watson. Is that cool with you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, I don't look. I'm not trying to sound like a snake oil salesman. I just try to like read the vibes of the people in front of me. And by read the vibes, I mean like look at if they have like 2-3 running backs. I'm like, hey, they might take Rome Odunze. They might take Parker Washington. Who knows? You know, the no badge in front of us. He might do some crazy shit. I don't think we're getting Bucky Irving. We might get 2 receivers. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but we're trying to build chippers here. You know, what I'm trying to say is I like the 2v2 we got with Breece Hall and those receivers.
Yeah, I think so too. Is that Tyler Warren at 38?
That is correct. That is what happened. Shout out to Dowens in the chat. I love Helani on drafters. I agree. I have 37% Helani on drafters and like 12% anywhere else. Like, he just makes more sense as like a season-long, early season points guy. I don't think he's going to do anything for you week 17. Yep, he's a first quarter push. Exactly. I totally agree, man. JT and Chase Brown, comfy week 14, 75% advance. That is a very fun duo. I like that a lot. In a survival with Gritty, and he went Josh Allen Lamar, of course. Hey, man, you just got to be on your toes and take Jaden Daniels or Drake May.
You just have to know Gritty's in the lobby.
You observe him, you see your opponent, and you draft accordingly.
You look at it from afar and you say, that's a beautiful bird.
You say,
I,
art is in the eye of the beholder. You know what? I
mean,
yeah.
I love gritty. Like,
I've learned to love grit. When I started out in best ball, I feel like I was just like, and I still like to chirp people, but I was like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I'm just like,
well,
I think it's like rooted in wanting people to be better. But I'm like, why am I? He gets joy out of it. He's playing the game how he wants to play it. Let me let him cook.
So
what have I won?
I don't know if this is a common thing that he does, but like, he actually like messages me every once in a while on X, and he like actually asks, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Like, and
are you guiding him? Is he asking you about Chase Claypool? No, and you're like, dude, Chase Claypool might sign any day now.
No, it's like he's like, "What do you think about this?" And I'm like, "Well, I like to look at things like non-judgmental, right? Like, I very matter of fact. But what it tells me is that I think he's always going to do the gritty stuff, but I think that like this year he's probably going to like have a percent of his portfolio that's like not the gritty style.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of what it feels like.
That's good. That's good. Some humility, please.
Wide receiver.
Yes. Are you into the downs thing? It's growing on me as
I really don't like it, but it's fine. Okay. I think the Jaden Reed bet here is really, really good for us. It gives us a quarterback double stack. We don't have a quarterback. It gets us in on a team, and then we can take whatever you want after that.
Okay, let's definitely do Reed and set it up. You want to set it up for Jordan Love as well, like later?
Yeah, Downs is week 13. Like, that would work as well. Like, we could just double tap the top two.
I think crap's too much. Packers. Yeah, I like to make two bets.
Yeah, let's go. It's either Harvey or one of those receivers, in my opinion.
I would be Downs or Rico.
Let's go Downs.
Okay. I want to catch up on him. I'm way too light. He's falling a little bit with the groin, but it doesn't seem like a big deal.
You do know that he had a team like contending in the drafters main event last year, right? Gritty.
I can see his strategy working for drafters.
Well, the funny thing is that his team that I think it was like 50th, it wasn't his normal build. It was like, because Gritty's always had good takes, like here and there. Like over half of his takes are usually like, you look back on it and you're like, he actually
it's purely a risk exposure thing.
Yeah,
and a structure. I like his player takes more than the structure. That's my thing.
Yeah, and so I think that he did a couple of them like that last year. Like, I'll go find it real quick.
I just need someone to teach my man's the concept of diminishing returns at a onesie, specifically quarterback. That's all I want. Honestly, it might be saving us from just like unstoppable wreck and ruin. Like, once he locks in on, not three elite quarterbacks, like, he might be unstoppable.
I only did 3 drafters mains last year.
Word. What do you think you'll end up? I know you're all right. I know you do a lot of underdog, but what do you think you're going to do this year for the drafters mains? Like, number
probably 100.
Nice.
I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Okay.
And you can put it up there whenever you want, but I got the gritty team up.
Got you. Let's see. Oops.
So, this team got 43rd last year. CMC, Puka, like, just awesome.
Hell yeah.
Jalen Hurts, and then he kind of did the thing, but not really. Pickens, Flowers. He pulled Pickens way up over here. Flowers
to 34.
To 34. Harvey, J.K. Dobbins. I guess it is kind of a gritty team. Justin Fields, Ramondre, Prescott.
Justin Fields?
Yeah, Justin Fields is on it at 86. Goddard, Quentin Johnston at 155. Leggett, RIP. Wandale was a smash. Coker should have been better.
AD Mitchell was good.
AD
Franklin,
Mitchell
yeah.
ended up good. Yeah, so like,
dude,
like, but I mean, like, it's not like triple early quarterback. You know,
no,
you know what I mean?
No,
All right,
but
all right, you can remove that. We're probably about over
you're like, let's actually get back to it.
Yeah.
No, he absolutely nails some of these late round receivers. Yeah.
It is really a strength. It is it's a strength for him. It is a strength for him, like being able to pinpoint. As long as he's not drafting Claypool, like who did get a workout this year.
I think he was like into Diggs and Debo and like some of these vets who can still hoop.
I think this year it might be a little rougher for him because he was in on
Ricky, right?
He was in on Ricky and Ayuk.
80% Ayuk pre-draft that's unfortunate. I get it as a leveraged bet. Yeah. I mean, I think the thing.
All right, so
we'll make the pick here.
Click. Just get Jordan Love.
Yeah, just all.
Or did he just go? Yes. He literally just went.
Okay, fair.
He literally just
went.
Definitely. But we got Brock Purdy. We got Brock Purdy there.
Purdy would be fucking sick. But just thinking the rest of it through.
I mean, do we just like double down and take Alec Pierce and see if we can get the other push?
That is interesting.
Like, I don't know that it's the right move, but
I'm gonna let Purdy marinate. We can just talk through the rest.
We definitely need to click it because it puts you on auto too.
Oh, okay.
After one,
I will make sure to get that in. Dobbins, JCM, Manunga.
I think we're good at running back for now.
Okay. Pierce, none of these receivers do it for me except Pierce.
I mean,
I would be.
Okay. Actually, just do Kittle.
Kittle what about another quarter?
How about Kittle?
He is.
Make the big bet. We got Loveland here. Like
the only other thing I would be like, do you want to do like a Stafford Knicks just for the raw points?
No, I'm good.
Okay, let's do Kittle. I fuck with it. I just made a huge Discord case for Kittle, dick eating crazy. So I mean, I should stay on business.
I mean, scroll up and look at this team. Like this team is fire now. Like it would be more fire with Jordan Love, but
yeah, but still,
like
we don't have to have the week 17 stack all hit. You know,
we don't need a week 17 stack.
Period.
We just need Love to cook, but only to those two guys and not to Golden or not to Kraft in this team.
So we have Purdy, quarterback, great, nice little faller. I love this guy on the turn. It's his first draft of the tournament, and he's just feeding us value. Purdy, Walker, Chase Brown, and Breece Hall. I mean, if you have 3 stud running backs, you're in a great spot. Pair that with Mike Evans, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, and Josh Downs maybe being a volume merchant. Again, I'm a little skeptical on Josh Downs, but I'm trying to be more humble and 4% exposure blankety this year because what I've learned over the years is hits matter more than misses. And so it's worse if I fade a guy and he hits than the other way around. So
and I do think that like full fades are like way more. It's scarier up top. But oh, by the way, I wonder if that draft by Gritty was streamed. I'm looking because dude, Lutomsky was in it, and
that's true.
The 12 hole was Chesley.
Ooh,
so he was feeding Liam. Like, I wonder if Liam streamed that draft and was like, "Oh man, Gritty out here doing his thing." Like, because Liam has like Gritty will just egg it on, right? Like he just like, keep doing it. Yeah, like
Liam got stream mugged potentially. The fact that Lutomsky, that might have tied it all in for me, honestly. But shout out to Gritty. He went Josh Allen, Lamar, JD, and Hurts, and DB's current survivor. Yeah, shout out Gritty, man. Is this true? My IQ is firing at 60.
Yeah, I just read that a bit ago.
I will say Turbo is a reliable source, so shout out Turbo. Man, that's not good. That is my one thing with Pierce, and I have a bunch of them. So, all right. I have a gripe, all love, but fucking Dave from ETR. I fuck with him heavy. He has good content. He seems like a cool dude. He had a stream like a month ago where he was saying that he has a buddy at IMG Academy in Bradenton, like 30 minutes from where I live in Florida. And that Alec Pierce was there running a full route tree, explosive routes. This is a real stream. I don't know if it was the Herzig stream. I want to say it was the Herzig stream he did, but I was like, oh shit, Alec Pierce is healthy. Okay, we're on the clock. Jalen Coker's a little faller, but whatever. I fuck with him. Shakir is cool. If you
I'm fine with Coker. I think we
could catch up a little, Coker. At least one receiver. Yeah. Coker.
We could do both of those, or
we want to get Malik, second quarterback.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, Coker, Malik.
Yeah, Coker, Malik. Nice. Sounds good. I was going to suggest that or to pull up Dimes all the way over, but I think getting the single week upside there kind of makes some sense.
Sounds good.
Actually,
shit, the guy in front of Snipes on Dimes.
Oh, he took Dimes?
Yeah. He's a wild card.
He
took Cyrus Allen at 134, so he's wilding. He's having a night.
Yeah.
Live your life, brother. The ADP of the Cyrus Allen brick just got fucked up by 76.
So one of my very first ever Best Ball Manias I drafted.
Yeah.
I learned I was watching Flock here and there, and I did a puppy or two, and I'm like, okay, Best Ball's awesome. I found the ship chasing group, and they were talking about some people, and I jump in to do one, and like my goal was it was the Jefferson 101 year. I wanted the Jefferson chair, and I did 22 drafts before I got a 101. And then I was like, I'm just going to do a couple more. I ended up with 27. Nice. But my very first draft, I believe, Sky Moore went at the 101. Sky Moore.
I mean, he's on the Chiefs, right? I mean, what?
And I'm like,
sharp.
I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like, I've been in fantasy for a while, but like, what is going on? Like, I don't know if it's the very first, but it was definitely in the first batch that I done that year one.
I would like to hear the thesis of the play. Yeah, that man. It was one of the times of all time to be alive. What was that, like 2023 or whatever?
Yeah, it's not Patrick Mahomes. Like it's Sky Moore. Like I get being in on the Chiefs. Like
there is. I mean, the funny thing is, like, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was like
if I bink,
he was a first.
I'll tell you this: if I bink, like the draft
when you bink, man, dude, you have good takes. Yeah. I'm feeling a good year for you.
If I bink, like the 2 million, like second place over on DraftKings or BBM or whatever, I'm definitely going to, like, when I see stuff like that, if I'm the guy next to him, I'm going to like just stream snipe him for fun. Like I'm gonna take the $25 loss to laugh and get people to laugh with me. And like if somebody would do that and take Sky Moore at the 101, and it comes back to me and I'm the 2 spot, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes at the second. Like I'm just being that guy.
But let me get out of this. I was just seeing what team he was even on.
Like I would totally just do it to troll.
That's absolutely using
only in extreme incidences, right? Like I wouldn't be doing it every draft, but like when a guy takes Cyrus Allen all the way up there, like I mean, he deserved it. He took Mahomes in the 5th.
Flexing on the room, absolutely flexing on him. I love that. I think this would be, Sam Darnold would just be a nice points, guy.
I mean, I think
Jawan Strange.
Let's just do Bigsby again.
Okay.
I'm kind of just Bigsby Cooper here. Let's do Omar.
Okay. Would you push it for Gino at the next time?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
I think you do
I'm down.
Bixby Omar and see if
All right,
we
let's
can't
run it.
get Gino on the way back.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it.
We got Brees Hall. We got Omar. We got a really solid RB4 here. We'll probably stop at 5. We're probably stopping at these 2 tight ends. So we're going to be able to go 10 receivers, right? But like mixing
That's nice.
one in every round feels good here, right? It's building
I'm with
some
it.
depth and still securing every other position.
I like how you played that. That's not how I usually would have played it because I'm just such an ADP faller merchant. But I like thinking ahead, like, okay, we got Cooper, but Gino falls perfectly with our next turn, and that guy's probably
Yeah.
not going to take. He's going to take.
We either
He's
get
going to
him or
take
we
Sky
don't.
Moore. Exactly.
If we don't get him, like,
we're fine.
We just take Jacoby Brissett or Tua and have him naked. It's fine.
Dude, I have too much Shedeur Sanders and Kirk Cousins, and I will not. I'm taking no further questions at this time.
Somebody earlier was telling me that Shedeur is rumored to get traded. I'm like, where did you hear that? And they're like, I don't know. People are talking about it. I'm like, people want it to happen. That doesn't mean it's a rumor.
Nick Bocklage was your source. No, okay. No, I saw that too. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Deshaun Watson sent that out.
I don't know, man. Like,
they have to see what he has, and it won't be a lot, but Deshaun Watson's arm is absolutely cooked. He hasn't had a good year since 2020. They have to give their fans some sort of entertaining product. I know Shedeur takes a shitload of sacks, but the dude can sling it a little bit, and you have to let him try.
I honestly would like to see Shedeur with Denzel Boston.
Yes,
I think that combination would be pretty good. And the legendary upside people and like a lot of the sharps, like Casey Concepcion with Shedeur a lot more. I kind of think the opposite because I think that like moving around and chucking the ball deep is like what he tries to do. That's what he wants to do. He's not good at it, but he does it. And if you put the jump ball situations, like that's what Boston's gonna win at in the NFL.
I 100% agree with you, and I've been confused when people say that because they're like, "Oh, it's like shorter," and I get like the theory of like it's a shorter, like the ball's traveling less distance, so you don't have to be as accurate, but there's more time to adjust to like a Denzel Boston target on the boundary.
I mean,
a timing route is tough with Concepcion. Like the timing could be off. Like give me the fucking chuck it up and let him get it of Boston. I think both could be fine, but
I think he could improve on the timing stuff. But I mean, he's not like as bad as Anthony Richardson was.
No,
but he's not good. He's not good at it, but he's also not as good as the deep ball stuff as Anthony Richardson was.
No.
Is Gino there?
Gino's gone, but I mean, Aaron Rodgers 180 and a total points would be totally serviceable.
Yeah, that's fine.
And if you're cool with that, I know Jacoby probably
hit RB. Okay. Marshawn Lloyd did just.
You like Coleman with the Dobbins
Let's go
thing, Brian Robinson?
I do. Ray Davis? I think I like Ray Davis more with the Ty Johnson thing.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
I think both of them are fine. Yeah, like.
I think we're chilling at tight end. We got Loveland. Okay.
I think this is one of those teams. If we feel like we have an extra pick at the end of the draft, we could take Darnell Washington. But
sounds good. Rodgers Ray Day.
Yeah, and then if Bernard's here on the way back, we could take him.
Sounds good.
As an upside swing.
That's chilling.
Like we got 4 more picks and 4 more probably wide receivers to take.
I love the receivers in this range. I'm mostly pissing in this range, but I just want to pour one out real quick for DB. He's in a room with Gritty going 4 elite QBs, 4 tight ends, and his only wide receiver is QJ. I mean, who knows, man? If he's got Jacoby Lane and Caleb Douglas hitting, what else do you really need? Popular CSI Packers mention. Absolutely. I mean, we're seeing all these what year is it for Sky Moore? Year 4 or year 5 at this point? I mean,
can you name the team he's on?
I cheated. And I looked up Packers. I would not have known.
Okay, I was gonna say because that happened like 3 days ago.
I would not have known.
It came across my feed. I'm like, why? Why? Like that was
Just question mark.
why?
Like what's good?
Why? Like was it like
like it,
well,
who?
how
We didn't need
bearish?
this.
How
Appreciate
bearish
you,
is it?
Fantasy Dog. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for tapping in.
Like how bearish is it that the team with the substation and all these injuries doesn't want it back?
No. Right, he was on the 49ers. There are NFL teams that need the services of people. A lot of them. I mean, although it is sharp for him, he should probably take any amount of money to not be at the substation for his career. It's like it's a double-edged sword, right? Like you get the opportunity of everyone getting hurt ahead of you, but also you get hurt.
So. I don't know. Let's look at it this way. Like the Niners also have really bad injury luck all throughout the season. That practice field isn't where they practice during the season, right? Don't they practice at the stadium during the season, or am I wrong?
I think they might just practice there because it's pretty close to the stadium.
Okay, like yeah. I don't know for sure.
I'm not certain either. I shouldn't say definitively. Let me look that up.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like I know the Eagles. The Eagles practice in like Lehigh Valley for their training camp, so it's like farther away.
Well,
but I think the 49ers practice at the same training camp and in season place, but I could be wrong on that.
No, they do. It's the same place.
Okay. So that's bearish.
So yeah, that is bearish. So I know like Kansas City, they have like a training camp week, usually in Minnesota, where they used to do this every year, back when the team scheduled the preseason games, not the NFL. I think the NFL scheduled them now, but used to like they would hand the teams a schedule and be like, all right, pick your preseason games before we put it out. Like basically, and because there were some teams that like would never play each other during the regular season, like Kansas City and Minnesota. That's why all the joint practices back then were AFC, NFC. It's because you knew you weren't going to play them. But when all that changed, we went to 18 weeks and the new schedule layout, or basically whenever they went to the new schedule layout to where you play the opposite conference, one division. All right.
So the Chiefs So, I mean, the Pacheco Falls crazy, but I don't really even care for this. I mean, we could. But
we have the 5. I think it's good.
Yeah.
I do think that picking him here is very smart, though. Like in a vacuum, if we didn't need it, if we needed it.
So,
are you doing Dell?
I'm not personally. If I were to highlight the names that I feel like good about here at receiver, it's Ted Hurst.
Well, we do Jeremy for sure.
Evans. Okay, Jeremy will queue up
because we have because it's the stack, right?
Oh, right.
Because it's the only stack we can have, and then I'm fine with any of the old dusty guys you want to like give us some floor, unless you want to pull Caleb Douglas up, because I know you love him.
Okay, not going auto pick mode. Okay.
I mean, I like Tank Dell, but I'm fine fading him too.
I'll do it. I'll do it because I shouldn't have none. It's bad process to have none. Let's do it.
Well, he is healthy. He's going to start, and they have said on Jalen Noel, like they've linked him to earning a role and then playing special teams in the same sentence a couple times.
Right.
So it kind of sounds like at least in 3 wide receiver sets it's going to be Dell. And even Dell has the ability to get that 17-point single play.
No, I love Tank Dell, man. I had 11% of him his rookie year when he was like a nobody. I loved the profile. He's a great separator from the boundary. That injury was like one of the worst I've ever seen. My read on it pre-draft was that he was going to be like a make-a-wish, like on the roster for vibes to like make sure CJ Stroud has a friend. But he legitimately is running good routes right now. Sure, he has chicken legs and they look weird to me, but I can't deny that he's low-key gliding with his routes. And I don't want to be so hard-headed. I'm like, this guy who's healthy, who's going to be active, who has been good in the past, who looks good on tape. Like, I'm a little like, you can't have none of that guy. I don't want to be the cope guy. And so let's mix him in here at a 20, like a 15 pick fall. So let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fall. We need wide receiver. We just need we need 2 usable weeks and 1 spike week out of him or something, right? Like 2 13-point weeks and 1 like 20-point week. And he's massively worth that price.
I almost asked, I don't even know why I thought of this, but I almost asked, would you go 4th quarterback here? But these guys are fucking terrible.
Why would you leave JJ McCarthy undrafted?
Honestly, I know you're doing a bit, but my good buddy who I stream with and make videos with, Sean, is like,
Sean,
I can't tell you, Sean Farshi. I don't know. He's Sean F. He's he lurks on Twitter and stuff, but he actually worked with the Rams in 2017 and worked with the White Sox. He's a real sharp data type guy. We're gonna get my man Sean streaming. That's a resolution of mine for 2026. He's a good dude. But anyway, he went to Michigan. He loves his guys. He's a big on 9, big. But he called Parker Washington last year, and he said Jonnu was ass, and we had our big battles on that. But he's like, he's riding for 9 this year, man. And honestly, I discounted it at first. And I'm not saying draft 9, definitely not in this room. But he might play this year at some point without like Kyler's not killing it.
Hit wide receiver. We'll talk about this in a minute.
Would you be cool with Caleb for the Caleb?
Let's
Douglas
do Caleb Douglas. And do you want to just do Chris Bell too? Is Chris Bell there?
I'd be down. I don't think we need another tight end with Loveland and Kittle. They said Kittle's playing
I think we just do him and Chris Bell if Chris Bell's here.
The only other, I'm trying to see if there's like, would you ever consider like on some leverage shit like Roman Wilson or Demarcus Robinson for a stack, or is that over? Is that too cute?
Robinson would be fine, but not.
Is Bell here? Bell's gone.
Yeah. Not Noel. Go Dotson.
Okay. Got it in. Okay.
Yeah, go Dotson.
When in doubt, go. I mean, Jahan Dotson has routes. I mean,
yeah. Did you hear the update on Chris Bell?
No.
That he might be ready for preseason.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like he might be like, and like it would be like week 3 probably, but like just the fact that he's probably playing by week 4 is awesome.
I'm starting to think that the only fucking guy who didn't heal from his injury is Ricky Pearsall because he doesn't know what peptides are. Like everyone's healing faster from there. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Peptides are technically illegal too by the NFL rules, but
they're not allowed. But I don't know if they're easy to. I don't know shit about fuck, but I think they're. Some guys are speculating that they're being done. Keenan Allen, the Colts note he is hitting.
What do you want to talk about, Tyler? Put it in the chat.
Hey Tyler, how is it going, man? First time in the Sus Edwards chat. Appreciate you, man. I stream sometimes. I can't promise you a lot, but I'm trying to lock in for August. I have a couple streams lined up. Awesome guests like Hoohames. We got some other ones in the works, and it's all going to be fun. Can we talk some ball? I was under the impression we had been doing that. However, we can step up our game even more, I promise. But appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah. I've been known to stream a time or two as well.
On occasion.
On occasion.
So, we get a 3-5-10-2. I fuck with it. Brock Purdy, Malik Willis, Aaron Rodgers, some solid investment. I usually put a little more into quarterback, but I've been meaning to go this route to win the flex a little harder.
The goal was to do that, but the room was wild. So we just had to do what we had to do, and I think we built something that's good.
Yes,
even though it wasn't what was desired.
In the aggregate, if you just take value with enough builds, you can pay. I mean, if Purdy gets you a couple 30 balls and Malik Willis gets you a couple 30 balls, and then Rodgers fills in with his 20s, I think you can be in a good spot, and we have a good floor. Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown, it's a unique combo, and I don't know if I really went into it earlier, but I honestly think, and I have a ton of Saquon and I have a ton of Hampton, so this is not like a bag defending thing. Like, I think Kenneth Walker and Chase Brown could be better than Saquon and Hampton.
That's kind of where I'm at. I think that this is the best combination here. The vibes in Minnesota are starting to get weird to me again. Maybe it's just like
trust that instinct. I think you should trust that instinct. The vibes are bad, man.
And like I have the same feeling. I have the same feeling overall with the Bucks
this year.
Yeah, and like with the Bucks one was like more with like Baker mad about his contract, but that happened after I felt that. But like the whole Mike Evans thing, like, and then the way that they were upset, like the Bucky thing, and like not talking about it, like it all felt really weird.
And Tristan Wirfs was banged up,
and
that's like a sneaky.
That's a big deal
because that nuked that running game last year.
I don't think Tyler wants to talk ball because he's not here talking.
Tyler.
Come on, Tyler. Talk ball.
Shut it up. Give us a topic.
Can we talk ball?
Or will we?
Yeah.
Do you ever have like those teachers? Oh, I'm sorry. This is the dumbest question you've ever been asked on a stream. You ever have those teachers though that were like, when you're like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" And then it's like, well, they're like, "You can, but like, may you?" You ever have those teachers, or is that like, was that a phenomenon I experienced? I was like, just let me take a fucking piss. I'm 14. Jesus Christ.
I would just double down on what I said.
Yeah. I'm leaving or I'm going to piss myself. Your choice, lady or man.
Let me just say, and I won't get into details.
Sure.
At least my senior year of high school, some shit happened and we were allowed to do anything we wanted.
Can I ask like one qualifying question? Because that's
no.
Okay, got it.
It's not my story to tell. Damn. But I was involved. All right. So
okay, valid.
Literally,
that is an incredible cliffhanger for you to tell on your own stream one day if you ever.
No, like it'll never be.
That told. Was awesome. Okay, got it.
It can't be because the person it's about doesn't want it told.
Okay, got it. Heard.
But like you were saying about, did you have this? Well, we would literally just leave classes when we wanted because they had to not.
You had the leverage.
We had the leverage. Yeah. So.
Or there was going to be a mutiny, or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Our class, my particular grade was responsible for losing recess privileges, so we can hang our hat on that permanently. Maybe there's been some restitution, but we lost recess privileges for the middle schools for a number of years.
Heck yeah! You gotta lean into something.
And I can speak on that. They ran stampedes and they trampled 2 kids and they went to the hospital. And unfortunately, 2 of those kids were my friends. So,
have you ever heard of a game called Town Ball?
Town Ball? I have not.
So it's basically kickball inside a gymnasium.
Interesting.
And
it was originally called Philadelphia Town Ball. Okay.
Says
Google.
I don't see that.
Is it a bat and ball safe haven game played in the
No.
18th and 19th? Okay, it's a different thing.
No, so we called it town ball, whatever. But
Okay.
basically, it was kickball to where there was 2 games going on. There was the kickball game inside the diamond, and then the entire class ran like a base path, but it went like first base, like from home, first, second, third, from third back to second, back to first, back to home. And
Oh, that's sick.
And like you had to get all the way back to score.
Okay.
And you could literally kick the ball in the bleachers. So it was just kids running around on bleachers, chasing a ball.
Like in the outfield, or
like it was kickball rules. So if you got pegged running to a base, you were out.
That's it.
And we had many hospital visits. And they finally they finally, like, there was this one time, and like, you know, the kid that everybody makes fun of, that like doesn't deserve it, but everybody did it.
No, they never do.
And like this girl, like she was like not athletic, and you know, the classic person like that, and she was just running,
Right,
and
participating,
just participating, and somebody took she was the only one still running, like, and the ball was all the way in the other corner. Should have had like plenty of time to get there, and just running, and the entire class like is just watching, and the person in the corner throws the ball, hits her right in the knee, and buckled her knee, and she just fell face first into the floor.
Tank Dell type shit.
And it's like, it was funny, but like you felt bad because it's just like nothing goes right. just nothing goes right.
Her life was changed for the next 9 to 12 months. But it was destiny to be.
And it wasn't like the ball was chucked hard. It was like it was like a Jeff Blake ball, if you remember those.
It was like the equivalent of like 42 miles per hour for an like arm, like a regular throw.
Yeah,
it was not with the weight of mass. It wasn't a bowling ball thrown 60 miles per hour. You know.
Yeah, it wasn't like targeted to like actually hit somebody hard. It was just
it was a kickball that disintegrated her knee.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but humorous now that this much time has elapsed.
Right. Yeah, but anyway.
And there are many such cases of you know, those sorts of ordeals. Yeah, no. We were menaces in middle school. Did you guys do like table topping and
I don't remember that.
Table topping was essentially a 3-man situation, but one of the parties was not really in on it. But one person kneels behind the second party, and then you push them over.
Yeah.
Just shenanigans. They were good times. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times for the person getting toppled. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I was like our class was honestly pretty good overall. Like, at least once we got to high school. Like, it is a small, like, I lived in a small town, so things are a little different. So like, and our class was like a lot less cliquey. Like, I mean, you had your friends groups, but like, you didn't separate out and like hate the other groups.
Right.
Everybody just chilled. So
our school, when we got to high school, was a bit nerdier. There were like 2 high schools in our district, and a lot of people knew each other from the other ones because they were swapping from the middle schools to the high schools. But the opposing high school in our district is where Kobe Bryant went. Not to dock myself, but I don't care. Lower Marion High School was the other high school. And then my high school, arguably the most famous graduate, was Larry Summers, who was the president of Harvard, and he was on the Epstein files. So I don't know what to really do with that information, but that is his claim.
What a claim to fame.
It is one of the claims to fame of all time.
Yeah, what a claim to fame.
For a while, it was just that he was the president of Harvard, so that was like cool.
Yeah.
And then about a couple years ago, it became a bit of a Epstein situation. But I was gonna try to
Yeah.
gauge
Yeah, let's go through exposure. Let's talk football for a
the
minute.
top exposures, shifting gears from destroying the unathletic girl's knee and are
Yeah.
the academic environment I was raised in, essentially grooming an Epstein accomplice. But that's
Yeah.
George Holani, Bucky Irving leading the way, Tank Bigsby. Now Holani's way in the lead, but
Like,
Bucky
oh,
Irving,
we stylistically, you are the classic like big boy running back guy, other than Bucky.
yeah, like just pounding the rock.
Yeah, you just want the guys who are gonna touch the ball 15 times and maybe fall the end zone a couple times.
And I was not that way last year, but then I had too many Joe Mixon hero teams with Taj Brooks and Jarquez Hunter and Brashard Smith, and I was like, I don't want to live this life anymore. I don't want to be this way.
I
Um,
mean,
as we go down, it's more, yeah. It's honestly Pollard's the same. So I would say of my cheaper bets, it's like Lloyd, Jordan James, Jonah Coleman.
I
I don't know. We'll
yeah,
see.
like I don't dislike that. I will say I think I don't think like there's no chance that like David Montgomery and those guys like get there in drafters, because you do need some guys that are just like volume guys that the offense overperforms.
Right.
But like that's what Javante was last year, right? Like
Yeah.
the offense just
And he's already
overperformed,
done it.
and like, but he was really cheap too. Like he would have paid off around
Fair.
5 price, but um,
Where are
like
you at
the
on
David
Montgomery?
Montgomery thing,
Yeah.
around weight.
I'm looking for pushback. I'm looking for iron sharpens iron, like what you hate,
So
so I can improve my process.
the way I view
Look,
drafter specifically
yeah.
is like you have to be. I'm at 9%, so
Okay.
like I think you want to be like, you need to get every league winning pick. Like you need to be in on the league winners.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the guys around David Montgomery have ability to be league winner,
Yes.
and I don't think he does.
Mm.
But I think he's got the ability to be that guy who like carries your zero RB team.
Yeah, I will say that he is more
So
predominant in like
yeah.
if I got like a
So
team that's like Puka, round two receive like Bowers and then a
I
receiver.
mean, like Puka, Drake London,
and
Trey,
then McBride.
Trey McBride,
Exactly.
and then you get like, I don't know,
Scatabo Montgomery.
Scatabo, Tootin, the Swift plus Montgomery, or even like Waddle falls there, or Terry McLaurin or something like, and he's your hero. Like I get it there. Like it makes sense there because you're looking for your league winners later, right?
He can't
Like
be
he
can't be on like a Gibbs team as the running back 4,
Yeah, like if you go Gibbs and then Brees Hall and then he's your next guy, like, and then it's like Rashid Rice plus JMO and Montgomery. Like I don't like Montgomery there too much, but
that's very fair.
So like it like just looking at that exposure,
it's a little high.
All of your guys are that style of guy. Like, no, Bigsby's different because he's a contingent play, and like if he gets to 13.5 points a game, like he's a uber smash, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that's reasonable with a Barkley injury. Bucky Irving has that PPR upside. David Montgomery catches the ball way better than people believe.
Yeah, he's sneaky with that, and he dropped a little weight. Woody Marks is going to feature in, but like you said, there's a little more to that for him than people think.
I mean, that is a lot of Holani.
It is a lot of Holani. It was 44%. It's now 38. I'm probably almost done with taking him. He was like a June, July, round 19 guy when I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. And now I can take like Seth McGowan and, different guys.
I don't
it's too much,
this.
Though,
I don't know this for a fact.
Yeah.
But I do believe I'm the first person this year to take him in a high stakes draft.
I could see it. It
'Cause
hurts my soul, my
on
ego to be
on
like, I'm not the Holani guy, but yeah, no, I
on
could see it.
on 2-7,
Oh yeah, I was not in on
I
2-7.
took him in a bigger board.
I was not in on 2-7. You got that, bro. You got that.
I got a George
Respect.
Holani share on 2-7. Like
Grandfathered in. That was a March
like,
revelation for me.
yeah, it was a $100 draft. I took George Holani and
That's tough. You
yeah.
probably got some good values. You probably.
The team's pretty sick except for that Emmett Johnson at 122.
It comes out.
But it's like I think it's Bijan, like Bijan Chase Brown Walker or something like nutty.
That's incredible.
Like I'll find it real quick.
I miss those days, man. I miss February. I miss January 30th to like, or whenever it was to like February.
Yeah, but
15th.
You only miss half of your teams. You don't miss the other half.
That's valid. I miss Omar Cooper at pick 230, man.
Oh, I'm wrong. It's Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, Judkins.
That's fun though.
But then Rasheed Rice, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans. Because Mike Evans was 71.
70, yeah.
R.I.P. to the team though. Ricky Pearsall at 74.
But do you have like a late or running back you like? Perchance? I mean, Mike Evans at 71.
It was only 5 running backs. It was just Gibbs, Chase Brown, Judkins, Emmett, and Holani. I was
Holani though.
Yeah. No, like I got Flournoy at 190.
That's awesome.
So like it's not that. It's just a team to where I got George Holani. I picked 218. I took him at 218. I didn't even wait till the last pick.
Like,
I didn't even wait till the last pick. I was like, you know what? I was on stream. I was proving a point. That point got proven.
It was proven by you. I just want to say for the record, I'm not like a Holani. I think people get a little confused in the Holani versus Price thing of like I'm saying or someone is saying like Holani is playing 60%. I'm not. Please don't interpret it as that. I'm saying now. I will say it is bearish that Sharps is potentially coming back way sooner. I was more banking on a late October to early November. The ACL recovery is usually 9 to 12 months after surgery. February 20th was his surgery date. There's maybe some speculation now that it was like a lighter repair, which could be 7-8 months. Whatever. I don't know about that stuff as much. I thought he was going to be back late October, and I was going to get like 8 weeks of the Sharps roll. Don't treat Holani as the RB1. Treat him as like a nice little time you get to enjoy with the Sharps roll in round 19. That can advance your team. That could be a bridge for your hero team into the Emmett Johnsons and the such.
I thought I was going to be a Sharps bull or a Holani bull in Eliminator.
Yeah.
And then the second week of Eliminator, people were taking him in the 180s. I'm like, okay.
That's rich.
Because I was like, that there's like all you could do for 0 RB.
That's rich.
Because like you just needed guys who you were pretty positive were going to have some sort of a role to get there, right? So
week one's the most important for underdog, and
or
at least do you subscribe to that? The week one's most important, or do you not put too much in? Okay,
yeah. I mean, I built out that whole thing for Eliminator specifically. And I like it. Like, I mean, I think it's really useful. Did you end up maxing or like doing half or where were you at on the limbs? I was planning on doing 100 of them.
Okay.
But
did it fill?
No, I don't think so. But I've got like 44 of them, and I would much rather do or try to max the survival.
Oh, on tractors, yeah.
I just like I don't care that it's only 50,000 versus 200,000. It's also way less people.
Yes, I kind of want to like realize an ROI. Now, it's not to say I haven't profited. I did last year minorly, but like I do want to be able to. My whole thing is like I want to tread water. I mean, I want to win. Plan A is to win. Plan B is to like tread water until I can win again. And that's why I'm not really doing like these like really like the BBMs of the world and stuff. It's like I don't want to like lose my bankroll, man.
I just entered a DK Millie.
Yeah.
And the 7 holes name is Giovanni Bernard.
Right. That is one of the guys who's played in the NFL. Honestly, maybe he's found a new passion in his post career. We had Frank Gore earlier, so times are it's an interesting economy.
This guy's named Big Hank, and he's got a picture of a cow.
That is perfect.
that is literally Big Hank 27. It's just a picture of a cow just standing there.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm Big Hank.
That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Big Hank. Big Hank.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
write. We can keep going through them.
Quick gauge if you have to hop also.
I don't have to. I have to get all of these DK Millies in at some point, and we're just chilling.
Gotcha.
I don't slow draft. So
heard that. Just a quick gauge for me on the
Diggs.
Ooh.
You got a lot of the people that I like up here, and a lot of people that I don't take. So like,
I don't like Ricky Pearsall, but
I have a lot of Boston. I have a decent amount of Tucker, like 12, 13. Like I don't have as high of exposures as you, but Stephon Diggs, I have a bag of. I don't have any Caleb Douglas. But I also feel like worst case scenario, he goes at like round 16, and like I'm just fine buying later. Like he was one of those guys that I didn't think would ever get enough steam to really move up. But I also felt that with Jacoby Lane, and that's going to be wrong.
He was probably reckless to take earlier, Caleb Douglas. I was like, maybe there's some unique combos I'm getting now with like a Jonathan. I'm not saying at that time I identified Jonathan Brooks as that guy, but I'm like, maybe I'm getting a unique team now that I can't get later with Caleb Douglas.
Well, Diggs,
I just kind of like that as a prospect.
Yeah, Diggs,
right.
Devo.
Wicks at like my Wicks cost is 189. It's 171 now, and then the Pierce price is bad, but
what do you think about
is bad.
CMC sitting out or practice again already?
It feels
just managing with an undisclosed energy.
It's just managing. He's totally fine, guys. Don't worry about the guy who got 450 touches in the NFL at age 30. I don't know, man. I have 26% pre-draft Jordan James, but I have a bunch of CMC is my second most drafted first-round pick post-draft. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Realistically, I think that we're in a spot where we do have to acknowledge this guy had 450 touches, and you probably should draft. You should not be doing hero CMC teams. I don't think you're going to get 17 games from him, but it's the highest of ceilings. He's with the Pearsall thing, especially when those receivers miss, he PPR scams like crazy, dude.
Well, there's also for the playoff correlation stuff, like he played in, oh my God, this guy just went Kenneth Walker, Bo Nix.
I mean, it is a free country. I can't do much about that, but he did do it. He chose to do that with his money.
He just went and see Kenneth Walker, Bo Nix. All right. So
yeah,
I mean,
choices were made, and they were
all right. Him. I pulled James Cook up because I'm only at 5%. I don't want to be that low on James Cook. Like he's a 6 to 7% guy to me. He's not an overweight guy. I just don't have it up. I think I'm gonna like nearly full fade Saquon Barkley in the
here on out.
No, like I only have 2% right now. I've been feeling this vibe this whole time.
I'll get you out of here on this.
I got plenty of, like I'm going to be sitting here drafting for the next hour. Like,
okay,
I'm good.
Nice. could I get your James Cook versus Genty? I think that's like a very interesting, and it's like, sure, I know people want to, or any, whatever your preferred, maybe underdog.
So-
Let's say underdog for the listeners at home. James Cook versus Genty, where are you at? How do you feel? Where are you at?
I think the Ty Johnson things matters here. I really do. Ray Davis is a solid pass catcher, but so is James Cook. Ty Johnson was great at it. So having that role expanded is a pretty big deal for James Cook. I still think they have that elite offense. Josh Allen's still going to score rushing touchdowns. They're still going to be really efficient. But Genty might catch 100 balls. If the Raiders just keep their offense on the field some, Genty might just catch 100 balls. That's not in the range of outcomes for Cook, but Genty also doesn't have the outcome of 20 touchdowns.
Right.
At best case scenario, like 13.
Right. That's fair.
1,200 yards, 500 receiving, 13 touchdowns. Like, that's an awesome season. I don't think he has 20 touchdowns in his wheelhouse possibility, right? Like James Cook does, right? Like, that's something James Cook could do.
It's super live for him.
I definitely prefer Genty. I think that number one, he's do I take Jeremiah Love with James Cook, Genty, or Devonta Smith?
Ooh, that's juicy. I love Devontae this year, man. And I promise that's not an Eagles homer thing, I think. With the
Jeremiah Love falls right now. I've seen him go all the way to 41 once. Let's see if we can push him to 40.
He might keep sleeping. I gotta get in these DraftKings streets, man. It sounds like where it's at.
It is an experience, let me tell you. So I think that both sides of it are good. Like, I think that before Ty Johnson, I said it was clearly James Cook at 12 by himself.
Okay.
I don't think that anymore. I think it's James Cook and Genty kind of together with Lamb. And I'm actually moving Jefferson down to 12. And I think I have him behind. I think I might be moving Jefferson to 13, 14. I still want to be at 6 or 7. This is going to get thrown out. This is okay.
You're and I've seen enough.
All right, it's over.
George Trelawney. No. Who went? That broke the camel's back.
The boat.
What did the Bo Nix?
The Bo Nix drafter pulled up. Not Waddle, but Sutton.
It's a stack.
It is a stack.
I've heard that DraftKings do they even throw shit out? Is that the Wild West?
This year they've started doing it a bit.
Okay, got it. That's reassuring at least.
So, well, they only throw things out whenever it looks like it could have been collusion, not just bad drafting.
Yeah.
It's they'll look and see if this Money Badger guy has been in the same lobby with this fucking Big Hank guy.
Is Big Hank the demon?
Huh?
Is Big Hank the demon or is it Honey Badger?
No, it's Money Badger. Money Badger 85. What a name.
Money Badger, got it.
That's Badger.
Epic. Hell yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
Fantasy Dog, this is the year that you rise back up to the surface. What's something that floats? I don't know. Something lighter than the surface tension of water.
Witches, right?
Witches.
And
if not, you sink them.
If you know, you know.
It's a win-win proposition. No one has ever sunk that.
That's such a good skit.
Exactly. It's pretty foolproof, man. I don't know what to tell you. She wouldn't have sank if she wasn't a witch.
Yeah, Body Python's great.
Oh, it's so good. Wait, do they have a witch skit? I haven't seen. I have not seen that.
And Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail. What
I got to rewatch that. I just remember Flesh Wound. Flesh Wound is so vivid to me.
No, it's
Yeah.
like what exactly was it? They walk up and they're getting ready to burn a witch, and basically saying that like witches are made of wood, that's why they burn. So if you throw a witch in water and it doesn't float,
Impeccable
or something,
logic.
something like that. It was something like that. I can't remember exactly what was said, but
10 out of 10 flawless logic, honestly.
yeah, it like just watch it.
And to put a bow on it, here are the tight end exposures. The Gadsden one is objectively terrible. I have a feeling you might not like some of these. I have a feeling you might not like 2 and 3 actually, quite a bit. We have Terrence Ferguson,
and I think I've selected Evan Ingram twice in like 1,000 drafts.
Do you think so? Last year he had, I think, 455 and 1, something like that. Yeah, 461 and 1. Do you think he could get to 504 this year? With it's kind of a schizo take, but Davis Webb is his really good friend.
I did not know that.
They were drafted the same year by the Giants, and they're good friends.
Do I take Tootin? I think I just take Mike Evans and stack up that game.
That's it. With Devontae?
Yeah. I don't get much Devontae. So,
nice.
And I know this guy at the 11 hole is going to do something fucking wild and give me some value back. So,
hell yeah. Who'd you go round 4?
So the team right now is James Cook, Genty, Devonta Smith, T. Higgins, Mike Evans.
That's very fun.
Brock Purdy just went. So RIP that. No, like I just took Evans. So I don't want that.
Jalen Hurts at pick 80, whatever.
I mean, we're definitely pushing Jalen Hurts to try to get him at 81. We're gonna.
Oh yeah.
Like I think Bucky's gonna come back at 64. Nice. Oh no, actually, Tootin and Bucky are here.
Ooh.
Do I do Tootin?
That's a real gut check call. That's tough.
I take the guy who's got the ADP of 47.
Yeah, just for the uniqueness.
Yeah. Like,
although in a vacuum, I feel like it might be Bucky. I think just the unique combo. My gut is not strong enough to outweigh the uniqueness of that combo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still Tootin over him.
Yeah.
Either way, but
like I would take Tootin over him.
And it also gives me a like I could take. I mean, it gives me into Diggs if I want Diggs, but Diggs new price. I don't know. Yeah, so the Evan Ingram thing, like he was just so inefficient last year.
Yeah,
and I kind of this is talking out of both sides of my mouth, but part of the Pat Bryant take is that I think they could just slot him in at tight end because he was such functionally. A good well, he was just such a good blocker, and they could just run out there with 3 wide receiver sets and 2 running backs.
And they could also do like 3 wide receiver sets, running back, and like Adam Troutman or whoever. They're like
like a blocking guy. Yeah, I think that is something that's like very in the cards for a lot.
That's sharp.
And I think that's why Evan Ingram is a pick that I can't make. And I think that like if Evan Ingram has a smash season, it's like 507. And not that that's not great, but like I'm not worried about that.
No. You're not missing out. He's more of a guy who I've treated like someone who can unlock like, when I really like some receivers in the 190s or whatever, and then I'm like, I can get K. Dotton, but at like pick.
I mean, I'm taking the fancy zeros now. I'm taking the Eric Alls.
We have more Yeah, I think I have.
I've just started taking Eric All. So I've actually clicked.
I have 2 Eric All shares. Nice.
I've actually clicked Taysom Hill recently.
Ooh, is he tight end eligible on drafters? I gotta look into that.
I don't know about drafters, but on DraftKings he is.
That's awesome.
And
You think he goes to Denver?
I mean, I know they're talking.
It's a combo.
I mean that's how the things start. That doesn't mean it doesn't always end into something, you know.
I mean,
You slide
really
into
hurt.
you slide into the DMs. You say what's up. Sometimes something happens. Sometimes
WYD, what you doing? You know?
yeah. Just hey, what's up? Hey, what's? Sometimes you get a reply. Sometimes you just move on by. Yeah.
And if it's Sean Payton texting Taysom Hill, he is texting back. But if it's Taysom Hill texting Sean Payton, you know, we'll see. Now it is interesting. I think if J.K. Dobbins is actually hurt,
dude,
like you really might want to pursue Taysom Hill,
dude.
If you're Denver,
do I do Jalen Hurts for the stack or just take Jaden Daniels, who's just sitting here opposite of Tootin? I'm gonna go Hurts because I have an absolute bag.
Word. DraftKings is fucking insane. I've not done it. I've never done it.
Dude,
like, what you're saying to me, I don't understand the words you're saying to me right now.
I mean, this won't be a shared pot thing, but I could just share you my screen too.
Yeah.
Like this is just me vibing. Like this is just me.
No, I've heard DraftKings way more casual drafters, but it's like this is like I know they have higher rake, but it's like if you also have
it's higher rake because they got so many promos.
Right, that too. That's awesome. This is
so James Cook, Genty.
So I'm trying to find the worst. Okay,
dude,
so the
you should see. Like, are you in my Discord?
I will. No, I'm not, but I have to join it. I gotta find a way to join it.
Yeah. Dude, I posted one the other day. There was a DK main. It's like the most wild thing I've ever drafted. It was Bijan, Chase Brown, Brock Bowers.
Oh,
Bijan.
That's a good place to start.
It was Bijan, Chase Brown, Brock Bowers, and then Waddle fell all the way back. This is like a perfect Dowdle team.
Oh, the active one, yeah. That's pretty sick.
Do I want? Could go Herbert here, actually.
It's not that solid.
You know what? I'm going to go naked Herbert.
Nice.
So Herbert.
Yeah.
Well, he's back stackable, number one. I think Trey Harris beats out QJ by the end of the year. He also plays the Niners in week 16. Ooh. And it's something I've been doing a lot of. I get a Chief, a Charger, and a Niner, and you get playoff correlation all 3 weeks. And that's the one reason I don't want to fade CMC, because I don't think the Chargers or Chiefs are going to have elite defenses.
No.
And I think that all 3 of those teams are going to be. I think all of those games, Chiefs, Niners, Chargers, Niners, and Chiefs, Chargers are going to be really high scoring games. So I think that's a really good trio of games to kind of target.
Yeah. And I think sometimes people worry a little too much when the offenses can go off if the defense is elite. Like Seattle Rams was one of the best defensive matchups of the playoffs, or one of the best fantasy matchups of the playoffs.
Elite offenses can always beat bad defenses, but bad defenses always get beat by all offenses. So
yeah.
So it is a little here and there.
There's almost something when you have 2 really potent offenses that they can overcome the defense a little.
Yeah, so this guy's got Bo Nix, Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold. The rest of the room hasn't realized that quarterbacks are going to be thin. Yep. So in this room, I take Hurts and I take Herbert, and I'm good no matter what happens. So I think Herbert's a value here. I think he should be going up here every draft, even naked. Now I only have 14%, but I'm also not a 30% exposure guy.
Right.
I'm a 22%, which is my Scatabo. That's a really high percent. Now
that's where you like to count it.
This is my only My exposures, are they not showing? Ah, that got broke. Got it. I'll have to tell him.
Gotcha.
Updog, he's been trying to fix these things, and like every time it fixes one thing, it breaks the other side of it.
With he's got the new tool right this year.
Yeah, so like basically it's contest, and that's supposed to be my contest specific exposures,
God, oh, that's pretty nifty.
and then this is the overall site exposures,
Help you break it down with the toggle.
and then you
That's
can
pretty
like
sweet.
click. All right, so let's look at this. I mean, I'm pretty in on Pittman.
Absolutely. Especially now that we know he's not out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah,
At least some of us
and
know now.
right, and like this kind of room, it's like perfect for. Yeah, so back
Because,
to the
like you
Genty
said,
cook thing. I think in DraftKings, I want Genty almost every time overcook, but the DraftKings people don't like Genty,
hmm,
and he falls to like 15, 16, 17 like reasonably often.
that's
Like
sweet.
I have a couple like Amon Ra plus Genty teams.
That is sweet.
Not here, not in this contest, but in like the overall portfolio I do.
Yep.
I got a JSN Genty team yesterday.
That's really awesome.
So like it I just like drafting on DraftKings right now because like the players I really want. Maybe I'm wrong, but a lot of the players I really want they don't like. And a lot of the players like Makai Lemon, who I don't mind, he goes like way, way later here. And he's gonna fall even more now.
He
Um
gets sick.
so I don't have a tight end yet. Question is, whoops, I did not mean to just draft him, but we did it.
Who'd you
I
grab?
mean, Kittle. Like it's not like it's a
Nice.
bad pick, but I was wanting to put him in the queue and decide if I wanted Jordan Mason because he's kind of like the last guy. But I do kind of like Kittle just more than the rest of these guys. And Isaiah Likely went at 103.
He feels like a DraftKings guy.
And this guy went Pitts and Fannin. So honestly, well, he is because it's full PPR.
Hmm.
But so there is one difference. They do have the 100-yard bonus.
That's
So
neat.
like at quarterback at 300 yards get 3 points, and wide receivers and running backs at 100 yards, either one, get 3 points. So your
That's up.
elites. So like the CMC, he absolutely smashes, but he also like doesn't really ever hit 100 receiving or 100 rushing. Like he's
Right.
kind of
He's
like
like an
70 of
80-50.
he's like 70 each, right? But
Exactly. Yeah.
Derrick Henry, who gets dinged because he doesn't catch passes, like is a lock for the extra 3 points every week.
It's a free 30 yards functionally. That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
fun to think
So
through.
yeah. So like because I think that Derrick Henry hit that bonus like something like 10 times or something last year, probably. He had 1,500 yards. Like, and we all know that when Derrick Henry has a bad game, it's a really bad game.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
It's like
just an, it is such a bad game. Like, Rashad White's still available.
that's fascinating on a PPR site.
Yeah.
Where I guess I'll let you get out of here on this one. Where do you feel Rashad White should go relative to JCM, to Katron, to even Jeremy McNichols? It feels like every 2 to 3 weeks we get new information that like shifts how we feel. But where do you think we ultimately fall? Because more information will come.
So the way I view it is I was starting to finally get in on JCM.
Okay.
I think the Tunsil injury is worse for JCM because he's not as good of a pass protector.
Right.
And I think that I don't think it's like death to him. I mean, we got Rashad White back.
Sure.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Like that's exact. Like that makes that Kittle pick feel perfect. Like no problem.
Yep.
So I just think that the Rashad White's ability, like he's always a top 5 blocking running back, and I think that they might just want him in a little more if their left tackle is starting to struggle based on what happened last year with Jaden and the year before with Jaden.
He can eat those blocks.
I think he'll like, and I don't think it's great for anybody for fantasy. I think it might just mush everything a little bit to some extent, you know.
I feel like it hurts Terry, but like
I don't
stuff can't develop as much. Yeah,
I don't like Keaton, but I could pull him up on this team with a stack.
What if he's the hot hand? You know, like he's so efficient. What if he just gets like too much volume for his size?
The hot hand thing, the one thing it does is I was pretty much under the impression Baker's still here. Like
that's sweet.
I was under the impression that like it's just going to be Vidal if he gets hurt. So let's go to rank. Let's hit running backs. You know what? I kind of just want to take Baker for points, honestly.
That's a really nice fall.
Like I think I just take Baker for points.
That's pretty dope.
Good.
Yeah, that's dope.
Like kill the rest of the room as well.
Yeah, make them chase it up, and then something falls to you. They pull up like these tertiary guys.
So I'm just kind of I've been pretty in on the Washington offense, and I don't feel great about it with the Tunsil injury. I don't like. I still have Terry McLaurin above ADP, and people are having him like I moved him down a little bit, but I had him at like 42 already, and most of the market like leg up hates him. ETR doesn't like him, I don't think. Like a lot of the ranking sites don't like Terry McLaurin. I know Zane Denani really doesn't like him. So like Eric from Spike Week doesn't like him. So a lot of these people don't like him. And I think he's a really good price. And Davis Maddock hates him as well. So like, but I don't know. I've just thought Terry's been a good price the whole time. Maybe it could just be the one place that I'm wrong on. And I partially like it just because of the Jaden price, but all of that feels a little worse, right?
They pair well for a weekly ceiling, but the Tunsil thing, yeah.
The Tunsil thing hurts. And like the Tunsil thing, it like weirdly might just be bullish for Jaden Daniels if he stays healthy because he might run more.
Yep. I was wondering if it's like fairly like not it doesn't boost him, but it keeps him neutral for Chig, where it's like just some quick hitting that Zach Ertz type stuff, just get it out 6 yards.
I mean, same way. What about Diggs?
Right. Where it just unfortunately disproportionately affects, not to a major degree, but just disproportionately affects how Terry wins compared to Diggs and Chig at Conquo.
By ADP, Juwan Johnson's like clearly the guy. I like.
He's had a great camp. He wins BBM all the time. He's had a great camp.
And Omar Cooper
like we just keep getting him for free.
Like, I don't know if you like Hunter or Cooper, but they go at 160 basically here. Trey Tucker still goes at 164.
I like Cooper more than Hunter. I grapple with the AD Mitchell and Omar Cooper of it all. I think there's a winner there.
I think there's a winner at different parts of the season.
Yeah, I could see that. The Hunter thing is tougher to me now. Now that's because I do mostly drafters now for the season long. I'm like, what do I really win with Hunter? for where you can kind of just hit
I
late.
think you
For
win a
Hunter, it makes
lot.
more sense.
I think you win a lot on drafters. I think he's a really good pick over there because he
He's
goes a little
cheaper.
later. He goes a
Yeah.
little later, and all you're looking for is a spike week or two.
Yeah. I guess
And
you need the earlier the injury, the better.
yeah, like you
This,
get Jacoby Myers out for 3 weeks, and he actually plays those 3 weeks. He gets you 20-point games because he's really good. Number one, do they put it back in the bottle?
my
It's one of those things. I think if it starts, I don't think they like. Let's say he starts off the season, they need him to play corner, and he's struggling a little bit at corner, and somebody gets hurt, and he goes out there and he's just cooking on offense. Like that's a not like that's a I would say like what 15% like outcome.
right. If you just can't do the
Like
corner thing.
if like the corner thing's not working out as much as they want it to, and then one of the 3 other guys gets dinged up for one game and he goes out there and just cooks, like because we know he can do it, we
Yeah.
we know he can. We've seen it. He's showing it in camp. So like
That's
in
why
a
I
lot of
definitely got to keep a security blanket for
and
sure.
if that happens like week 5, then you have him a lot of the rest of the season.
You're
I
pretty
get this
cool.
feeling that we might see the Jaguars trade for a corner at some point in the season.
My schizo
What
take is if they have a receiver injury, I think they trade for a receiver. I like to take that they could trade for cornerback. I think they desperately need him to be good at cornerback the way the team is presently constructed, because I don't know where people rank him as like their best receiver, but I at least know that Parker, Brian Thomas, and Jacoby are good. I don't know if they have another good corner on that team.
they don't.
Maybe one.
Like literally
And
after like they went
right.
through the whole draft. They had a horrible secondary last year. They went through the entire free agency and the draft and they didn't add anyone.
Yeah.
Like
I I read
and
this team as like you have to have him be corner this year, and like even if someone goes down, and I have a decent Travis Hunter pre-draft bag, like 15%, but I'm like, couldn't they just like add a Tim Patrick ass player to be their wide receiver 3 because they're so
I
dependent on him being good? I think he's as good as he is at receiver. I think he's like an elite cornerback potentially.
I think we see them trade for a corner. I really think
They
that's going
should.
to happen.
They should.
I think if they have a wide receiver injury, they'll do that. Or I could like Jacoby Myers restructure, like that sucks. I really didn't want to Trey Harris there, but that's fine. Um, Trey Harris was the piece this team needed to be like really fun. But I don't know. I mean, I'm going to keep taking them. I'm just going to keep doing it. I don't
Talent bet.
like. I just need them to have a good week in one of the playoff weeks, right?
Random things happen. I love it in like the where you can get them in a playoff week. It skews later. I kind of it's treating them like a really talented rookie. Where
I mean, at Washington and Dallas.
yeah, that's pretty sick. The week that he gives you that is like an awesome week. I feel like he skews like a rookie where it's like, oh.
I mean, let's go Terrence Ferguson here.
Hell yeah, dude.
And build out
number one tight end.
that Baker Mayfield game.
I know Davis Maddox claims the Terrence Ferguson thing, but I'm like, hey man, 33% pre-draft, 35% maybe, 26 now.
I got scared. I'm not gonna lie, but I had him ranked at 162 in January.
Oh, that's very solid.
So,
but then Did you move him down, or you?
I
Kept
moved him way down when they re-signed Higbee,
Word.
and then they drafted Max fucking Clare.
That one did not move me. The Higbee, I was like, oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
Higbee one felt really bad.
yeah, because they just trust him. The Claire
Yeah.
was like, you're just not going to do anything this year unless like two guys get hurt.
Yeah.
But I knew it would make him cheap for a bit. And now people know not what I can't remember the last time anyone took Max Clare, even though people try to rage bait me on it. I'm like, no, you stop it. You're not taking Max Clare. Get out of here.
I almost did the other day.
Round 20 round or 18.
Yeah.
It's palatable.
Let's take a Brian Robinson share. It was a time box contest.
Which one? If you recall.
It was one of the $1 DK. So this is why you need to play DK. They do this $1. They do these $1 10 maxes.
That's fun.
And it's like it's just for a ticket.
But you get a ticket out of it?
But you get, well, like second place is $3,000. This ticket's worth like 4 or 5. But nice. It's a ticket into the King of the Desert qualifier. And apparently it's like a playoff best ball DFS slate.
Oh, shit.
And it's an advancement thing there too, but you got to play through it. But first place in that is $500,000. And the only way to get into it is to win a ticket.
Holy. Oh, so you got to earn it.
You got to earn by winning something to get the ticket. And then you get the advance, like you play DFS and the top people in pods. I don't even know how it works out, but the top so many people each week advance.
That's pretty sweet. It's a
$1 thing. And let me tell you, if you think this $25 lobby is wild, wait till you see some of these $1 lobbies.
True, your EV is probably pretty solid on that.
Yeah, so like at like $3,000 is not nothing, and it's like it's a 2 of 12 obviously into a 1 of 12, 1 of 12, but it's usually like 68 seat final. So like
that's pretty sweet.
A reasonable thing, right? Like
yeah, you can compound that $1, and you're telling me you could turn $1 into 3,000 into 500,000.
Well, like you win the 4,000. The ticket's worth like last place is worth like 4,000 in that King of the Desert thing.
But you can hit a couple parlays and come up.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet. Especially with how wild the rooms get if you get a super team.
Yeah, and they have all kinds of other things. Like they do their $3 tournaments, like maybe the best contest out there. It's a $3 20 max, and it uses
how big? Like pretty big, or
this gets all messed up. I think it's like 180,000, but like 100K up top.
Take that. That's solid.
You know? Yeah, and that's a 20 max, so it's pretty fun. They've had 2 of them. They're probably about to drop a 3rd one.
Where are you at on this Ravens room? I'm super heavy Bateman, but I want to take Lane now these days. Just wondering your general vibes on. I still like Surratt though, tentatively as like a talent. I know he's hurt right now, so I don't want to hold that too much against him. But Lane is really showing out. Like, what's your read on this late Ravens receiving room, and is there like a real winner there, or is it just like the flower show again, like last year?
My real read is that Jacoby Lane isn't actually good at football.
Okay.
But he was also looked at as he's a guy who's always going to flash, like always going to have flash plays. Like if you just take the best plays,
his tape is insane.
His tape is good. The highlights are gonna always out highlight other people. Like that is who he is. That's who he's going to always be, and we'll probably get that. And he's a guy who gritty. If he's not already at 80%, he will be next year.
Facts.
So like he's a gritty guy. I haven't seen it yet, but like if he works out, he is Chase Claypool You know, like, and
My comp. Yeah, sorry.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Like, I mean,
My
I took
comp.
him here, but
Yeah,
I have Higgins on the team. I have an I think I do actually have 33% or 20 no, I have 25% Pat Bryant in the DK main right now out of 93 teams. So I've got 20 some shares of Pat Bryant already. Uh
you're set.
like I mean I'm still taking him. I'm still going to take him, but
But like you feel willing to pivot off him if you want to mix in another guy that you feel
yeah,
low
like
on.
I don't need to take him now. Right? Like I
Right.
got other options and if he comes back I'm taking him. But like
Yeah.
I had a little correlation there. We were talking about it, it felt right.
Makes sense.
Um
My comp for him coming out was like 85% of the time he's Terrace Marshall, but 15% of the time he's George Pickens.
So like that's my Damon Claiborne thing. I'm like 5% of the time, Damon Claiborne is just Achan.
Yep. Correct.
You know, like for 2 weeks, just for 2 weeks, not like actually Achan, but like for 2 weeks he's Achan, and those two
Yeah, where
weeks you need him.
yep.
So
Where he
like
runs the football 60 yards at a time
and
a couple
and
times.
you know who they play in week 17, and if they're not in the running,
Oh, Jets.
Jets.
That's interesting. Yeah, my
Like
attention.
yeah, like I'm not saying to like get an absolute bag of them, but like
However,
there's a path. Like the guy's fast. He can catch the ball somewhat. Um, like he's never been asked to do it a lot. He had a really high off-target throw rate at him in college. Like his numbers don't look good, but his catchable rate was pretty low as well. So
and we saw multiple times last year teams got onto their RB3. We saw it with Arizona, we saw it with the
yep.
Chargers, maybe a couple other spots. Like there's so much leverage where if
And
like
you're
you have a talent bet for an RB3, Aaron Jones can get hurt. Like Minnesota like feels super like of the teams you could guess to get to their RB3, Minnesota feels like.
yeah, Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason are definitely guys who've been hurt before.
Yep.
I
You
think.
could just see it. You could just see it happen for Claiborne.
I mean, do I just take James Conner?
That's interesting.
So I updated my ranks today. I put Chris Bell. So
I like that.
up
That's
here.
nice. Who are your like? Are there any running backs
So-
that you take that you're like ashamed? Oh,
So
okay.
here you go.
You got a note here. Nice.
Suggested that Bell might have a chance to play in the preseason.
The mere fact
Doesn't
that it's
seem like-
possible.
Yeah. Like I'm just queuing that up as week 4, right? And
Yeah.
like I was thinking it was way worse than that.
Right.
So we
No,
got.
I was
Jalen
thinking it was like
Hurts.
late October or something. Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's do Chris Bell here.
That's sweet.
What were you going to
He's
ask?
a real first round talent. Who's your like favorite running back? Not favorite, but like who's a running back you take down here that you're like almost ashamed to admit, like, or that like no, like I started taking Seth McGowan. I'm like, I don't know if this is good, man. This might be.
I
I'm
used
like,
to take Ollie some. McGowan, I actually like.
it feels like he's winning the Colts thing and Giddens has the hamstring now. I'm like, this, like, if Jonathan Taylor gets hurt, like, this is kind of cool. So I've started doing that now that we have more clarity a little bit. Not even full clarity, but.
I mean, this team probably needs another RB, but we were just talking up Claiborne, and Claiborne is here.
Damon, yeah, that's pretty dope.
I think Connor's like the clear bet right now. I have 12% Connor.
Do you have him as
Claiborne.
a trade, like as a trade candidate?
I feel pretty confident that he's going to get traded.
That's what's up.
Question is where?
I guess Pacheco's hurt, so it makes the Detroit thing easier.
Honestly, hold on. I gotta
hold up.
We gotta go pop.
Nice.
Actually, Kendrick Bourne has more correlation, so we'll take him.
Oh wow.
He's got the 5-star correlation. The reason why I moved off of that was because I've got Devonta Higgins, Mike Evans, and Pittman.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went all rookies apparently.
Right.
Omar
Okay.
Cooper, Lane, Hurst, Bell. So
I actually really like the pivot.
Yeah, I needed the pivot. I might be a little thin at running back, but we got the falling value on Tootin and White. Let's lean into the falling values.
Yeah.
Let's
and you
lean
got
into
B-Rob
it.
too.
Yeah, I got B-Rob down here. So, like, I mean, I like this team a lot.
No, that you got 3 starters at running back, 2 total studs. Tootin could break out. Rashad White's going to get heavy run, and B-Rob. B-Rob has a real role. I don't know why he's falling. Besides, I guess other people are excited about other players, but they promised him the Algier role. That's why he chose to sign there. Allegedly, he said, and he's just going to get a couple 11 to 14-point games. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah. All right. One more little thing.
Sure.
I'll show you that team I was talking about. Dude, this team is insane.
Let's beat. Nice.
All right. You'll have to
Is this your favorite DraftKings?
This is probably my favorite draft all summer. Everything fell right too.
Already.
So Jaden, Bijan, Chase Brown, Waddle, Terry McLaurin, Cardinal Tate fell back to 71.
Every pick is a value.
Bowers, Blake Corum, I took him ahead of Michael Pittman. Matthew Golden fell to 119. Jaden Higgins, I pulled him up for the correlation. Cam Ward came back. Casey Concepcion at 146.
Oh, my God.
Travis Hunter, because I just like him. Aaron Rodgers for the game stack.
Yep.
Marshawn Lloyd before he moved up. Terrence Ferguson, 194.
Oh, nice.
Emmett Johnson, RIP probably. Vidal, and then Pat Bryant at the last.
Vidal, the hot hand, and Bryant, the real wide receiver too. This team is like, it's one of those ones. It's one of those ones. There's just no, like 10 out of 10. No.
Honestly, you know? I was drafting this team, and I'm like, I don't really need an RB, but I had both of these picks, and Vidal never goes. Emmett Johnson actually fell a bunch. And
it's also just when you have elite quarterback, elite tight end, Bijan, and receiver values, like,
and Powers.
It's just belt to ass.
And Powers.
And elite.
And Powers. And Powers. Like
elite onesies and Bijan and strong receivers.
Did you notice what it was also a week 17 very heavily correlated because Travis Hunter has he was the bring back to Jaden. And the other game was the Pittsburgh Tennessee game because we had all of that. We had Cardinal Tate, we had Pittman, we had Cam Ward and
Rodgers. Let that shootout as like the
we had the
shootout.
Yeah, like the team is just really, really solid. Like insanely solid all the way through. Like usually on DraftKings, like people are out there just doing things and nothing falls to you correctly. I had a team like that. I had a team like that last year that I labeled as my team, my favorite team. And it got to the semifinals and it put up a pretty okay game. I think that was the week Mahomes got hurt, though. No, he got hurt the week before in 15, I think. And that team was relying on him. But that team last year was like the last week of just the last week when the real casuals got in and they were putting out all kinds of promos to get it maxed. Like you could just get Garrett Wilson freely in the 5th round. Last year when he was in the mid-3rd all year.
So are there guys like that the community does not fuck with?
Well, it's like whenever the August drafters come in, like, I mean, there's September drafters too. Those September drafters are like a new breed, and they really don't want certain players. And Now that team, there was two of them. There was that team with the Garrett Wilson at 5th round, but the one of them I opted not to take Garrett Wilson because Marv fell, who would have been a good pick. Because like he was mid third all year too, right? Or 3-4 turn. He never fell all the way back, but and then it had Rashee Rice fall all the way back to like 71 or whatever as well. So like it was just a really fun team, and
it just had the QB injury,
and like that's how this team felt when I drafted it. So
no, that's a special one. You like look through all the late picks, and
let me
you make that star note.
And I mean, we don't. I mean, we can say on screen. We don't have to, but I can. I'll show you. I'll just click a random $1 draft.
Yeah, let's see it, and then I shall free you.
I mean,
I just wanted to say I appreciate you coming on. I really appreciate your time and coming on and drafting a couple shippers with me.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked the second draft. I like the main.
That was awesome.
I don't know why this is being. Okay, that's why. All right, so scrolly, King of the Desert. This one.
Alrighty.
No idea what it is. Let's just see what happened. We got the 4 pick. Oh, I streamed this one, so it's not going to be as crazy. I know I streamed it because that's Aaron Sandy. So we'll go back and do a different one.
With the randos.
Yeah. I don't really draft from my phone unless I'm doing these. I do I draft from my phone on these while I'm watching TV. Oh, Jonathan Taylor Genty. Here we go. This is one.
Hell yeah, dude.
Zay Flowers, Brees, Lamar back. Brees.
Oh my God. Stacked up.
Carnell Tate, Dowdle to get the stack in. Pittman, Addison at 106, Kittle. Dobbs fell to 130. Cam Ward for the game stack.
Nice.
Kamara might not be the best. That one sucks. Branch, AJ Barner, Malachi Fields, Vele Horton.
If you
and like this guy, Jaden Daniels, Caleb, like Matt Stafford, like 3 in a row. He was on auto draft though.
Yeah, I'm looking for the weird. Yeah,
the thing is
early round 5. Yeah.
There's not like super weird things going on really. Like this guy pulled Kyron up. That's fine, right? Like that's not like objectively bad.
But micro edges that you pick up.
But like I mean, pulling him across the board could just be what you need to do as well.
It's
like
fair.
I don't think that's bad, right? Like, but it did help me push him. And then you look at this round and like they pulled Roma Dunze and Watson up ahead of Lamar. You know, like is that wrong? No. Like it's just that like it happened to fall right here is all.
It simply could be what you need. Just like, Parker Washington, no Parker, no money. More and more saying, I've moved Parker up considerably.
I am full fine. He is the guy that could crush me this year, and I'm fine with it.
You're out, like 1-2% type shit, ish.
So, on DraftKings, I have 0% in my 92 DK mains, and I'm fine with it.
Going down with the ship.
Like
if Parker's the guy you need.
I just don't think he's going to pay off the round 5 capital. Like you're telling me that he's going to for sure outscore DJ Moore, Christian Watson, Terry McLaurin, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, all of those guys. Like
Not
he has
for
to,
sure,
he has
but
to,
I am
he
getting
has
scared.
to beat those guys, all of those guys.
Yeah,
in a very crowded room.
Mm-hmm. The most crowded.
The most crowded room on a team that they're doing what the Chargers do, and that's just talk everybody up. Like we haven't heard anything but just pure sunshines and rainbows coming from them.
It's like the most crowded room, and yet and I have like a overall portfolio Parker fade. I'm trying to catch up rapidly, even if it's
Like
paying a little
I
higher.
got him here because he fell to 73.
That's pretty awesome.
Like
That's pretty sweet.
yeah,
I'm just scared that he's going to be like Chris Godwin on the Bucks with Liam Cohen. I'm just
I
scared that he gets that 8 for 120 and won like 2 straight weeks in week 15, 16. I'm like, fuck.
I
I don't know.
maybe I'm wrong, and I've definitely been wrong before, but like something doesn't feel right there. And
The name makes no sense there, right? Like the smell test
no,
from
like
12 months ago makes no sense.
for 12 months ago, no, but like you go back to DFS in weeks like 15, 16, 17, Parker
Yeah.
Washington was like being talked about every week. And I don't necessarily think it's wrong to have him in this group, but it could just be the guy you need in one of those weeks. And week 17 does matter a lot, and he does get Washington there. But I kind of think that the other guys are just better bets than like as well, right? And I don't know, like I have like 6% Parker on underdog because he goes like in the middle around 6 and he always has, and like I'll just click him there. For whatever reason, I just never happened to click him on DraftKings.
Right.
I just didn't happen to do it. Not that I dislike him over here. He's a better pick on DraftKings. I also have 22% Cardinal Tate. And I'm not going to click him. I have a really hard time clicking Parker Washington over Tate. I
I
think
yeah.
I think at the end of the year we're going to be looking at Cardinal Tate as a round 2 or 3 pick next year, and Parker Washington, if he hits his ceiling, will be a round 3, 4 pick.
Yeah,
That's my personal take. So and
it's no denying that Tate's like a better prospect. I I just wonder if like Washington is one of those like work ethic guys that like fits. He's like
he
some crazy,
is.
and he fits perfectly with the Trevor Lawrence middle of the field stuff where he doesn't
Yeah.
operate as cleanly deep. That was part of people's fear with Brian Thomas. Is like, oh, Trevor Lawrence doesn't throw the great deep ball.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
And you have the Liam Cohen. I don't. He probably wasn't a big part of the Cooper Cup Ram stuff, but he was with that staff, and maybe that imparted something on him operationally going forward, where it led to Chris Godwin when he was healthy being the wide receiver too in 2024 till he got hurt. And I'm just like, and I wasn't really taking Parker, but like the last like 2 weeks, I'm like, I can't make myself vulnerable to this.
The way I look at it is I think his hype has finally made it worth his old price.
Yeah.
I don't think his new price, because he's literally going to like pick 52 in every draft. Like he's just going like right here.
It's not awesome.
Draft. And I'm having a hard time with it. I've clicked, like, if I'm on a stream with somebody and they want to do it, I'll do it. Whatever, It's fine. But I'm having a hard time doing it myself when I view him more in the Marvin Harrison, and like, give me JMO over him. Give me Roma Dunze over him.
Yeah.
Give me Adams, McLaurin, Evans, and all those guys are falling some now. Like, he's moving up. And those are all just receivers. That doesn't even hit the running backs who,
sure.
Like if you started with wide receivers, like adding Parker feels not as good too.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think Parker Washington is probably a way better pick for the teams that are building like let's say this one, like Bijan, Jordan Love, Kyron, and then you go Adams plus Parker. Like I think that makes sense.
100%. Like most of my Parker teams lately are hyper fragile, and he's like around 5-6 turn tap. I guess where I fall on him ultimately is like I don't feel awesome about it, but the drum beat is like a top 5 camp drum beat, and I just need to make sure I have some where like Also, with wide receiver points being so bad now, like Luther Burden was the wide receiver one, half PPR with like 24 points. Like, and that was a low week, but like if he scores like 22 in week 17 as like the wide receiver three, like I just don't want to box myself out of it. And I'm trying to make myself do a little bit like I'll do him round 5 if I can still get Tyson or Price or someone I like round 6 or if a QB stacks. Like I guess I just don't. Round 5 feels a little flatter. If I'm like, well, maybe Mike Evans gets hurt, maybe Devontae gets hurt, maybe some of these running backs don't have the role we love.
Yeah.
He just feels too live right now for like 110 and 1 a couple straight weeks, like he did last year, where I'm like, it feels suboptimal, but I'm forcing it.
The only thing that scares me is the week 17 matchup versus Washington.
Yeah, that's got like classic shootout. I feel like Jaden versus Cohen and Lawrence. Yeah.
But it's also the Chris Rodriguez revenge game.
It's the Rashad, or no, not the Rashad. Who's the other? The De'Ami Brown revenge game as well. It's Chris Rodriguez versus De'Ami Brown.
Yeah, so like, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but like, there's a very good chance that the Jaguars are awesome and the Commanders are not.
Yeah.
And the Jaguars are up by 20 points at halftime and just running the ball second half. Now, they have to get up by that much.
Right.
Maybe it's Parker. Maybe it's they can't guard anyone, and it's Travis Hunter, or it's BTJ, or Jacoby Myers. I think there's so many outs that like it
could be strange.
Like, it feels like if you go into any DFS week, like if Parker Washington does just become the alpha target no matter what, I'll make that money back playing DFS.
Sure.
It's the way I look.
We'll identify it. Yeah.
I'll identify it. I'll adjust in season.
Yep.
And like Overzet did that 2 years ago with Barkley.
True.
He had 0, and then he just won all kinds of stuff because he kept taking them at the 101 and DFS. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that process. Being like using your fades, like being able to strengthen in on your fades, and then if it's wrong, like you just adjust and you double down, against yourself in the dailies, to some extent.
And even if like let's say what I've said about Parker's true, like no, he's the one. It's like, okay, but like we acknowledge there's so many mouths to feed. Like, okay, what's the odds that if there's a Jags guy you need in week 17, it's even him, like 24%. There's still BTJ, Myers, Hunter, Tootin, C-Rod, Strange. Like they all need their 10% of that probability. So it's not like it's like a set. Oh, if a Jaguar's the guy you need, it's Parker 70%. It's not like 70. It's like 25% max.
I'm not gonna like predict injuries, but it feels like usually when players get hyped this much, it feels like something bad comes their way.
Well, what I will say is that he had multiple hospital balls last year, and he played through a concussion in one game.
Yeah, and that's why BTJ, like why his hand got hurt in preseason because of a hospital ball.
Yep.
And that's why he was never right last year.
Yep.
Like, and Trevor Lawrence can throw the ball to the guy, but he can't put the ball in a position to not get the guy killed. So
he's like, I'm just throwing it up and whatever happens.
Yeah, like he plays like the defenders aren't allowed to hit you.
Yeah, like it's Madden and nobody feels anything.
Yeah, and well, he doesn't feel it. Why would he care?
My efficiency goes up.
Yeah, there's a lot of things here, and I think that could be part of the reason why they want Travis Hunter to play on the outside instead of the slot. is because they know if he's on the inside, Lawrence is going to chuck it in there and get his guy destroyed.
Hmm.
And if they need him at corner, like, but Travis Hunter is actually a really good a Z receiver. So
I think the way it ends up playing out, I was at first like Brian Thomas can't come off the field, but I'm like, actually, Travis Hunter is so good vertically, and Brian Hunter is going to be running so many full length like wind sprints. Like he's going to need a breather. I think there's actually a world where Parker and Myers are the two most high snaps.
So this is the $3 to $20 max. First and second advance. It's 197K. So
that's pretty sweet.
Then it's for one of 12, 229 seat final.
Nice.
And
that's a fun structure.
100K up top, 50K. So top 20 gets $750.
I dig that.
Actually, a guy that won this last year used the dog math.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, so is this year 2 of the tool? That does look like a nice tool. I like how it showed week 15 to 17.
It was a web-based version, like the version that you can log and make your free account. It was that version. But yeah, and then this chain mover is like an awesome contest. It's $100 a max. It's a 10 entry max. Oh, they put a new one out. So it's 10 entry max, 29K, and it's top 2, and same thing. All of their stuff is usually this.
Like a 1 out of 12 situation.
Only a 34-person final.
That's a nice and condensed, yeah.
And then it's 50K up top for $100 to max enter.
That feels pretty reasonable. And they do a lot of tickets, so.
Yeah, you can get tickets and stuff. Like there'll probably be one this week or here in a week or two to where you do a main and you get one of those. This hot route is I want to find out a way to max it. It's $100. It's a 3 max, but it's top two out of 10, and then a 1 out of 8 into a 23
for a small final. Nice.
And 100,000 up top there too.
That feels really fun.
And it's 2,500 up to get to the finals.
That feels really
fun. Like it's a 3 of 12, so $300. You're in on those 3 teams. I want to find a way to get to max that. I need to move money to do it, but
talk to the quants.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So make sure.
All right, man.
Yep.
I really appreciate you spending some time with me. More time than you ever needed, but I appreciate you hanging out, drafting some teams, chopping it up. Got real thorough, got a lot of takes out. What would you like to promote to the folks? And I'll tweet about it. I'm sure anyone watching me already knows you, but yeah, what do you got coming up? What are you excited about?
I mean, we just basically vibed this whole time. And just go to Hoohames on YouTube, just type it in. You'll find it. I go live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. Tomorrow I'll be on with Fantasy Fitness at 2 p.m. Central, then on my channel. And then with Nice and Blunt on our weekly show, we're going to go over which risers and fallers you should be into and shouldn't be tomorrow.
I always like watching your streams. You're always super engaged with the chat. It's always cozy vibes, good ball knowledge, good guests. Like it's just always a good time and an organic time.
Yeah, like I prefer the solo stream if the chat's engaged, but sometimes the chat's not engaged fully. And when that happens, it does make solo streaming a lot harder. And like I do a good job with guests as well, but like you did, you don't stream that often, and I thought you did a good job tonight.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Trying to do it more. Got a couple other little guests lined up. Just trying to be more active, but it's sporadic. Anyway, I always like doing it, like popping on with you. Appreciate you having me on. I'm glad you were willing to come on. And I feel like we've got some really fun teams. I will send you them after this, and we've got some good ones to track this year. Like I think we got some good stuff in the works.
Actually, once you finish, yeah, I'll stay in here for a second.
Sweet. All right, everyone. Appreciate you tapping in. Check out Hoohames. Till next time, have a great one. Peace.